8868. Now here's Lance. Hey, Lance, welcome to the deep dive. We appreciate you being on the show.
Well, thanks for having me.
Lance, I usually start with their, person's career and take everybody through it, but we'll get to that in a minute. It's National Open Week, and it's one of your favorite events, if not your favorite event, of your career. You've won it, and it's pretty close to your heart. What is it about the National Open that really stands out to you?
Well, it's our locals Knoxville Nationals. Um, it's this. It used to be second or third biggest race in the country. There's a few other shows now that pay more, but they don't have the prestige yet because they haven't been around that long. And locally, there's other tracks there matching it and pay wise and all, but it's still the Grove National. If you look at the win list and who has competed at Williams Grove, it's pretty impressive, going back way, way, way longer than I've been around. So it means a lot to me. I consider it our biggest race of the year. And we want to win it. We want to beat, the traveling group that comes in whenever, whoever it might be at that time or whatever. So, it's what I've always worried about kind of my whole career a little bit. We always worry about trying to be ready for the big shows.
I get into this with people. Yes, there are a lot of major shows, or what I would call majors or biggies. There's only three crown jewels, in my opinion, that check all the boxes. Tradition, history, prestige, big winner share, obviously, stacked field, and good car count. Everything's checked by the National Open, Kings Royal, and Knoxville Nationals. I know some people, maybe the Grove isn't as racy as it used to be. Still, the National Open, $75,000, it can make or break your season.
It sure can. The track hasn't been real great for probably a year and a half, 2 years now, as far as raceable. Um, we all know what the weather's been like for the last 10 days. The first day the sun's been out. Um, I don't expect it to be very good racetrack, honestly. I just don't know. Maybe they get on it early enough and get it tight enough that it seals up. But based on the last year and a half, 2 years, I think it's going to be a very wet racetrack, very hard to pass on, which means you have to time good. So, and you always have to time good against the Outlaws. So, it's going to come down to that.
Well, hopefully they can do something. We need tarps in racing. Just kind of put tarps in the corners or something.
Well, it's just I've been around long enough, and I don't want to get into a track
Right.
bashing or anything like this, but they're going through to me a little bit what Port Royal went through years ago,
Okay.
where nobody's really recognizing there's an issue,
No.
and eventually it's going to happen. It's going to show. It's going to reveal its ugly face at the wrong time, and then they're going to realize it. But then it's going to take a lot of work to rebuild it. But that's another day. But
Yeah.
yeah,
So I do want to go through your career because it's been illustrious. I mean, you're a sprint car Hall of Famer. We all know that. But I never knew until I did some research, and I've interviewed you, I don't know how many times. You started in micros. I didn't even
yes,
know they had.
70s.
I didn't even know they had micros back then because that's
Two, 270 micros.
what made you go to sprint cars in the
Um,
early 80s.
we hated micros. Um,
Okay.
back then, and I'm not lying, back then they were air cooled 270cc engines, and they were a pain in the butt to make run right. And we came from a background of working on V8s and street cars. My dad owned late models back in the day, but they were 56, 57 Chevys. We grew up around that type of stuff. And after 3 years of 270s, we kind of got worn out from it and wanted to move forward. And basically, I had two options: super sportsman or sprint cars.
Oh,
There was none of these other classes. And we looked at both, and sportsman got like 80 cars a night at Silver Spring. Like, and So we went the 410 route, that back then wasn't considered 410, it was just sprint cars, and that's how we got started, and that's kind of where we've gone. And what's really neat about some of this, and a lot of people don't realize this, is I raced against Steve Stanley in a micro. He raced micros when I raced micros.
Wow.
I've raced against numerous people that are involved at Port Royal or been around Port Royal, because I raced up a track called Banana Speedway in Lewistown, which is 20 minutes.
Welcome, everyone, to the Race Day Live show. It's been a day, I guess, is the way to put it. It's we're about 6.5 hours later than we wanted to be.
Yes.
Of course, I'm Jeremy Elliott, joined by Eric, the producer Eric.
Either or
I'm
works.
kind of What's that?
I said either or works.
Yes, juggling a couple things. I'm actually just got back from Port Royal. I'm trying to get everything done get as close to done as possible. I'm loading video and various other things, playing with a new microphone. I don't know what's going on here. So we got the Outlaws on, the Last Chance Showdown. God forbid we call it a B main. And I mean, we can't do that. It's the Last Chance Showdown. And so we'll settle in here and talk some racing, maybe take a call or two, go to the chat, watch a little, probably World of Outlaws and high limit racing in it, and then wrap it up. We'll see how things go tonight. Again, odd day. Port Royal moved up their program about, I'd say, 2.5 hours. Hot laps started at 4 instead of around 6:30, and here we are. So we just decided to do like a post-race type of deal, maybe a little bit of watch along. We'll see how it goes. This is definitely off the cuff and things moving around. So Eric, how are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Like Eric trying for a NOS Energy sponsorship. I'm trying for any sponsorship we can get. So NOS, if you want to sponsor us, I got the original going. I also got a Grand Prix Guava in the refrigerator for later. Like you said, the LCS for the Outlaws are on now. We have track records happening in Placerville right now in qualifying, right? So laid down a 9.772. And you just got back from Port Royal. So let's, I guess, start with the logical point of this conversation. Tell us about Port. You haven't had a chance to post any of your interviews yet, and good old Danny Dietrich went 2 for 2 this weekend. So thoughts on Port and thoughts on last night at the Grove?
Well, I think the first place to start is Danny Dietrich. He needed a weekend like this in a big way. It's been a disappointing season. Every time you thought he was, turning things around is a strong term, because I think you need a couple to 2 to 3 weeks to do that, to really have some staying power there. But where he was close to righting the ship, and then something would happen and he wouldn't get in a scrape, wouldn't qualify, have a problem, just wouldn't have speed, whatever the case is. This weekend's been the best weekend of the year for him. He looked really, really good at the Grove last night. Chased down Chase Dietz, pardon the pun. That hasn't happened much in Pennsylvania this year. And he passed him. Really kind of un-Danny Dietrich, like he just kind of sent it around the cushion in 1 and 2 and was able to get by. And then he comes out tonight at Port Royal, does the same thing. I mean, he Chase Dietz got got by him, and then Dietrich got back by him and ended up getting Lucas Wolf. Chase actually almost spun out coming out of turn 4 during the main event. He was able to save it, only lost a spot back to third. And then he got it back. Whitall did a 360. That's who was running second then. And then Ryan Smith came on late and was able to get Chase Dietz. But up front, it was all Dietrich, and he wins $28,000 this weekend. And again, more than anything, just looked good all weekend. He qualified well enough tonight and put himself in position. Everything went well, and he gets a pair of wins, much needed wins. And I think he's setting himself up for the rest of the year to have a strong ending and what I would say salvage his season.
Yeah, I agree. I think two things. One, I think the fact that he won over Chase Dietz both nights in a row, leading, the winningest driver in the country right now, no slouch behind the seat, I think says something. And two, track prep and track conditions have been quite the topic of conversation for both Williams Grove and Port Royal this season. I would say track was great ×2 this weekend for both.
I thought it was good. I know they did some stuff at Port Royal. I guess they took the shelf out. A lot of guys were complaining about it. And so that got worked out. I'm talking to some drivers tonight. I was not at the Grove last night. I was doing stuff with my daughter. It was her birthday week, so I was doing things with her. But I watched it. And talking to the guys, they thought it was racier than normal. And so kudos to them for that. We'll see if that continues. Tonight at Port Royal, had some track prep before heat races, made the heat races snoozers. Everybody was around the top, but I do think it helped in the main event, and that's what you pay to see. And so the track surface looked more like Port Royal tonight, right? There were multiple grooves. You could run the top. Ryan Smith made his hay on the bottom, and I thought it was a decent race. So the track prep this week, better than it's been for the rest of for the duration of the year. So headed in the right direction and just in time. I mean, we have the Tuscarora 50 in a few weeks. And then we have the Williams Grove National Open at the end of September, early October. They get time to work on it, refine it, kind of take some notes, kind of write this down, what they did, and hopefully it's good throughout the rest of the year.
Just an update from Placerville. Group A qualifying has completed. Group B is on the track now. Group A, top 5, Aaron Reitzel, 9.772. I'm fairly positive that's a brand new track record. Tanner Thorson in second with a 9.865. Justin Peck third at 9.892. Rico Abreu fourth, 9.906. And I believe your pick tonight versus Ryan Hand, Justin Sanders in fifth with a 9.938. Qualifying B is on right now, and Tanner Holmes is currently on the point with Corey Day in second, but that's still ongoing.
All right, good deal. They get those shows done out there. Got to give it to them. They've run those through pretty good, and
I've only fallen asleep once out of so far
out
of
the three.
I only zonked out once, and I didn't make the Marathon Outlaw show the other night, last night I guess. Ogilvy, I tried, but too late for me. How's your new microphone? I see you getting.
I don't know. It's hard. It's hard to see. It's small. It's compact. Is it coming through okay?
You sound good to me. We'll let we'll let the fans chime in, but it sounds good to me.
Look, I'll know tomorrow when I do the 90 at 9 for Monday. That's when I'll be able to listen back and see if it's good. This is an Eric suggestion.
It is
I did not pick this one.
So for any of the audio files in the chat, which I'm sure we have a few, with the Sennheiser Profile is what he's using now. I think it was the best USB microphone without upgrading him to a mixing board XLR setup, which would be a whole other can of worms. So
Yeah, we
I
don't
think
need
it's
to get into that.
it's the best we could do. Also, some very early reports. Audio sounds great and sounds great. So hey, we're 2 for 2.
Okay, good.
And thank you
in
to
the right direction.
Thank you to Jeff. Aaron Reitzel broke a 20-year-old track record at Placerville. Boys are ripping tonight.
Yeah, I know somebody said about my Sanders pick. No, I'm not sweating it. Not really. I lost a pick at Port Royal by 1 spot. Ryan Smith getting Chase Dietz on the last lap. It didn't help me. So Ryan Hand was able to get a spot on me there. But I've had a pretty good week so far. If Justin Sanders can just finish top 5, I'm good. I'll actually take the overall lead. So good. I'm all good.
There we go. Let's see here. Any other things in the chat while Group B qualifying is going on here?
Well, we finished the last chance showdown at Jackson. Yeah. Jacob Peterson, I believe, won that. And advances to the A main.
I'll give you the top. There's so many races on my race pass that the scrolling up back to the top takes a while, which is, I guess, a positive thing for our sports. Let's see here. Results: 410 Outlaws, LCS. Yeah, Peterson, Cam Martin, Ryan Bickett, and Scott Winters would be your top 4 transferring into the A main at Jackson. Let's see here. Look like the $30 price tag isn't working based on the crowd at Port Royal tonight. I gotta be honest, I did not watch much of Port Royal. I was on solo dad duty, and thank you for calling, because I was definitely sound asleep when you called to let me know we were changing this show to 9:30. So that got me moving and grooving. So thoughts on the crowd tonight at Port?
Wasn't good, but they moved the start time too. I mean, they bumped the start time up. Everybody knows rain's coming. And I just think people make plans during the afternoon. And when you move things like that, I just think people decide they're going to stay home and watch it. I just don't think it's something that's ideal. Port Royal has to do it because they have 9 rainouts this year. They need to get a race in. But I just think it's a lose-lose for them as far as if you're looking at monetary gain and crowd. I just think it's a lose-lose. They did what they had to do. I have no problem with that. I'm not going to crush them, but again, it's going to affect your crowd, and it did tonight. It was not a good crowd. It wasn't a good infield crowd. It wasn't a good grandstand crowd, but they got a race in, and I mean that's what they needed, because big picture too is your suite holders, your season ticket holders. You got to get it so many races in to where that makes sense. So that you're in a tricky spot when you lose a bunch of races throughout the year. You get to the end here. There's no place to go with them. There's no place to reschedule them. So you just got to kind of take it on the chin, and they did that today.
The feature for the World of Outlaws starting lineup is being read off now, so we should have cars on track shortly. Another big topic of conversation, and I hate to just take us all over the place, but this is pertinent with high limit going on right now, is good old Caleb Montgomery. He started the week in his own ride, and then I think to the surprise of many, is now doing the rest of the high limit swing in the W car, wrenched by Paul Silva. So Kenneth asks, what do you know about Caleb Montgomery? And I'm assuming this W situation.
Well, he's going to run it on the West Coast throughout the high limit swing. They needed a driver, obviously Brad Sweet, with everything that happened at Eldora, and basically him saying, look, I'm going to step away from it. Not going to get in that car. he just, and I don't blame Brad for that. He had to realize that it was time, and he realized it was time. Even the part-time thing it just wasn't what he was looking for. So they were looking for a driver. Caleb Montgomery, he's getting his shot, so to speak. Didn't go well last night. I know that. He finished 13th or 14th, somewhere in there. He, I guess, did a 360 or something, and it kept going. And I don't know how much of a difference it's going to make.
Right.
And we'll see tonight. Now, Placerville's a place that he has done well at before. I mean, last year he ran, I believe, top 5 there. I think he was on the podium there. And that's who Justin Sanders had to beat. So I think a better indication is tonight what he does in that car. But they don't like to lose out there. And with the W car, and whether it's the 57 or the W, it's going to be interesting to see how this goes, because we've seen other people in and out of that car real quick if things didn't go well. Gio Scelzi being one. So I think tonight's kind of important for this Caleb Montgomery W car thing. I don't know where did he go out in flight A?
That's what I'm going to check right now. And speaking of Gio, he's currently on the point in Group B qualifying.
Yeah.
It looks like Caleb qualified 8th in Group A.
It's gonna put him back a little bit. It's gonna be tough for him to make the dash, and he's gonna have to pass some really good cars. So Caleb's got his work cut out for him, and you got to perform. The more when you get in a car that's used to winning or used to doing well, you've got to perform, and this is his shot. So he's got to make the most of it.
Group B qualifying is officially complete, and Gio Scelzi is on the pole for Group B with a 9.889, the only driver in the 9-second bracket for Group B. That tells you something there. Tanner Holmes, P2, 10.019. Corey Day, who is my pick, 10.057. Shane Golobic, 4th, 10.119. And I believe, let me double check. Yep, Kerry Madsen in 5th with a 10.176. So there was your top 5 in Group B qualifying.
Kerry Madsen needs a good run real bad.
Yeah.
He's slipped down to 8th in points. These high limit points are pretty, and I'll probably do something on my 90 at 9 for Monday. I'll tell you who else needs a really good run is Rico. It has been a dismal start to the West Coast swing. He's lost over 60 points. He's down to 3rd in points. When this swing started, he was 8 points ahead of Aaron Reitzel. Now he's down to 3rd in points. So it's been difficult for Rico, and Aaron Reitzel's been able to take advantage of it with a win and another podium. And he's out front, and now Gio's 2nd in points. And again, tonight sets quick time for Flight B.
A couple also chat mentions about Rico. Rico needs a good run tonight. He has been struggling big time these last few weeks. That is for sure. And do you know, and I don't think I saw anything via a flow. Do you know if Ricky Warner made the trip out west this week?
I do not. And I actually have a text into somebody out there. Joseph Terrell's not there yet. He's going to be there for the Gold Cup. I do not know if Ricky made the trip. But that car's run well with Ricky not there. I mean, it's not like Ricky's not on the phone.
Right.
He is. It's not like they don't have access to him. So you still gotta produce. And losing 2 spots in the points, and Aaron Reitzel's, again, he's set quick time in his flight tonight. Gio, quick time in his flight, puts a lot of pressure on Rico the rest of the night to kind of bail. I don't know where Rico was at. I haven't checked yet. I'm still trying to load these videos I have from the track. So if you see me looking down and checking things, that's what I'm doing.
Rico was 4th in Group A.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
That's not bad. That's acceptable.
Let's see here. Cars on track for the Outlaws. No racing yet, but they are being pushed off. So that is happening. Let's head back to some questions here. Did Double D
Is there
get
rain on the way there? There seemed
to...
is there rain on the way there?
Let me check. I'm not sure. I know there's rain coming here. I look at the radar here and it does not look great.
No, it's coming here.
Did Double D get a money motor?
A money motor?
That's what Casey asked.
A money motor. I don't know. He mentions it. Let's put it this way. He mentions something about it in the video that I'm posting now, and actually it just finished up. And so I should be able to load it here. So I'll just fire off some more questions. I'll answer that and I'll get this up.
All right, here. Let's see here. Just a couple comments here. Both nights, really good racing as well. If you don't like those two races, I'm assuming he's referring to Port and Williams Grove. I don't know what else you want as a sprint car fan.
Oh, I can tell you, it's people want perfection. You know, They want 14 passes for the lead, and they want dicing in the top 5, and then they want a guy to come from 22nd to 10th, and a guy who was 10th to come up to battle for the lead. It's I've given up trying to figure out what's a good race and what isn't a good race. You're not always going to have a battle for the lead. Sometimes it's going to be 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, and 5th. It's still a good race. It's just the guy got out front. So I've given up what that is. But yes, the Grove, it seems like the Grove doesn't get a lot of credit even when they do have a good race. Danny Dietrich said it was good. He even praised them for their track prep. Hopefully this is a trend for the Grove where they get back on track with the track prep and have better racing.
I know you are a gambling man, and one of our favorite commenters, good old Sugar Bear, Jeremy, $20. Donnie Schatz wins tonight.
Where does he start?
Let me find out. I know he was in the dash.
I know he was in the dash. I know he was in the dash. I wonder if he started on the pole, going to sucker me into a Jackson Motorplex pole winner.
Logan Schuhart is on the pole with Emerson Axum. Outside pole, Donnie is starting 4th with Sheldon Heidenshield on his inside.
I will take that bet, Sugar Bear. I will say, I have Logan Schuhart tonight.
Oh,
so I'm in a good.
You're doing real good this week so far.
I'm in a good spot. Ryan has Gravel. I have Schuhart. Schuhart's really good at Jackson.
We have a pile of witnesses to this wager as well, so that wager has been accepted.
Yes, so Sugar Bear, you have shots. I have, I guess, the field.
Everybody else, I guess so.
Is that what we're doing, or do I get Schuhart? How do you want to do it, Sugar Bear?
We'll see if he updates us shortly, which I'm sure he will. Let's see here, because Lord knows he. So I'm taking Donnie.
I thought that's what Sugar Bear. Yeah, that's what you said. I wasn't taking him.
Hopefully Jackson got a good crowd tonight. Otherwise, that track is in trouble. Nobody goes there anymore. I saw that mindset on Twitter a lot earlier today. That got to get a good crowd tonight at Jackson.
Yeah, look, it's a beautiful facility. And it just, I think location. I think it doesn't always race the best. It's better than it used to be. I mean, before they did the reconfiguration, it was a lot worse. Todd Quirin's done a great job there. Obviously, Doug Johnson, GM at their end, Huset's. They do a good job. You can only do so much. So they've cut back their schedule. I don't know what the crowd's like. I'm hoping for a good crowd for their sake. I guess they have some stuff going on tonight, a band, also some post-race stuff. Again, you just, if you're in a bad area, you're in a bad area. I think there's tracks across the country. Like, I think Sealands Grove I talk about Selinsgrove. Now, Selinsgrove is picking up some steam lately, but they've struggled with that same thing for a few years now, just kind of being up 11 and 15. You feel like you're going to New York. You're not drawing guys, or you're not drawing fans from the Hanover, from Southern Central PA. Sometimes it's just circumstance, but hopefully they got a good crowd. Hopefully it produces a good race. And Sugar Bear, I think, put up an update.
Yep. So you have got Logan and Sugar Bear has Donnie. And if we both don't win, it's a push.
Fair enough. If you want to do that, I can do that.
All right. I'm not sure how much Silver Crown you watched today, if any.
I saw a flip down the front stretch today.
Yeah, it wasn't too good. I cannot believe there were no serious injuries at the Silver Crown race. 2 cars completely destroyed. Good win for Danner. Kaylee Bryson posted, and I believe it was an in-car video from the start, and it looked like ridiculous. And I've never saw a cushion that high during qualifying at the Battenhausen 100. It was wild.
I don't want to talk about safety. And the reason I don't want to talk about safety is because I've talked about it for years,
right?
And it falls on deaf ears, it seems like. But again, safety. Got to be able to see, don't you?
You would think that would be one of the number one requirements of anything. Yeah.
Jesus, it looked bad. It was bad, and you got to reevaluate in a situation like that. Just be happy no one got hurt, and do better with track prep. I think it's the only thing you can say about that.
Real quick, to quickly go off the dirt, had to do a double take watching the IROC in Washington, D.C. today. He thought it was Robbie Kendall, but it was Le Mans driver Tommy Kendall. I have to say, and I'm not getting, I know the Washington, D.C. event this weekend is quite the hot button topic on social media. Either for or against it. I don't care either way. I thought it was really, really neat watching those IROC cars today. I put it on, and Bill Elliott was in the lead, and Jeff Gordon was chasing him down, and I was an old NASCAR fan bliss for a little bit. So whoever put that all together, at least that portion of the weekend, I support it entirely.
I'll address this whole thing. It's a race, okay? Just watch the race. It's not a political thing. We've gotten into this frame where everything has to have some political attachment to it. It's a race. Enjoy the race and then get out of it. Yeah. You know, I don't care if they have it in Bombay. It just doesn't, it doesn't matter to me.
Unless the cars change their paint schemes to be either a Republican or be Democrat, I don't care.
I mean, as long as it's the integrity of the race itself is not altered, I'm good. And believe me, I have my political views and I read a lot of political stuff, but I don't really interject it into racing because it's 2 separate things that it just doesn't need to mix. So I didn't understand. People just get triggered nowadays, and both sides get triggered. It's equal on both sides. Trust me. So
that's for sure.
I don't understand it. It's a race. Just watch the race. Enjoy it.
The World of Outlaws feature has officially started with Logan Schuchart in the lead, but a hard-charging Donnie Schatz directly behind him.
Ooh, Donnie. Look at Donnie's on the outside. Logan's on the bottom. Sugar Bear's.
Here he comes.
Sugar Bear's looking good.
Sugar Bear knew what he was doing.
Sugar Bear looks like he's in a good spot here. Ooh, they switched grooves. They're moving around. Donnie's on him. I mean, he's definitely there. Ooh, Logan pulled away.
Big time there.
Logan had a really good lap. It's fast. Sheldon almost wiped out in a cushion.
We are almost perfectly in sync with our Dirt Vision streams this evening.
Yeah, Sugar Bear, we can't put it up pixelated. We can't do that.
Yeah,
That's not going to flush.
I would love to have this on like an old scrambled 90s paper.
Yes.
That would be that would be bad news.
We can't even have the sound even remotely. It can't even be just a hint of sound. It just doesn't work. They flag it. So
and truthfully, with how I have all of my equipment set up here at the house, I am quite literally one button press away from inadvertently having the flow stream take over our entire screen right now. So yeah, we need to be careful with what we do. Shuhar out to a 1.8 second lead, Shot second, Axum third, Heidenschil fourth, and Carson Macedo fifth. Skylar G sixth with David Gravel in seventh.
Look at that, Skylar. Well, Gravel just blew by Skylar.
Just blew by him. So we'll see if Casey Jedrzejek eighth, Thram ninth, and a good old Billy Baylog, who I am representing today, in 10th. So far, so good for the Outlaws feature. Let's see here. Oh, Rick Rare, Sprint Car News. He is late to the party. What did he miss? And great race at Port today.
It was good. It was a pretty good show. I was a little concerned during heat races when it was around the top. Of course, they just reworked the track or worked on the top, and it was super quick there. But it worked out for the feature. You had a bottom, a middle, and a top, and you had some character on the cushion, and nobody got away. It wasn't until Dietz almost spun out on the cushion that Dietrich was able to get away a bit. He was out to a 3.3 second lead late, but then a caution wiped that out, and Dietz and Ryan Smith were right there. So it was a good race. Again, big winners this weekend in PA, and we've talked about this a little bit already, was Danny Dietrich, who needed some wins, and the Grove and Port Royal needed good races. They've been beat up a little bit lately about track conditions. So a good weekend for those three parties, Dietrich, the Grove, and Port Royal.
We are halfway done with the Outlaw feature, and Shuhart up to a 2-second advantage right now over Shots, but Shuhart has hit lap traffic. So
get your money ready. Oh, sugar. Oh, Hodenshield just left Shots sit. Too bad.
Get that 20 going. Speaking of Sugar Bear, when is Gravel declared champion? He has to have it locked up soon.
I did that back in April. If you listen, Sheldon's coming a ton. Sugar's now the biggest Sheldon Hodenshield fan in the chat, because if he beats Shuhart, then it's a push, and Sheldon's just going to go right by him. What is that?
That was impressive.
Sheldon just crushing him on the bottom of the speedway. It
was like in 2 laps. It was like 2 laps. Sheldon went from third to first.
He erased it.
Donnie's catching up for second.
Yeah, I'm waiting for Shuhart to go to the bottom in 1 and 2, or at the other end of the speedway. Maybe he's got to get to the bottom. He's not. I don't know. He's trying to make the cushion work.
10 laps to go. So far, caution free.
Now Shuhart goes to the bottom and closes on Sheldon. Hey, this is a really good race for Jackson, because Carson Macedo's right there. The top 4 are within half a straightaway, and 3 cars are pretty much nose to tail.
Yeah, the top 4 are all under a second. Yeah, for as much grief as I saw 2 big things about Jackson today. A, racing not great, and B, got to get fans there. So we're not sure about the fans, but the racing has been pretty good so far tonight.
Oh, Shots is up to second. Oh, no. Ooh. Shuhart squeezed under Shots. This is allowing Sheldon to get away a little bit. Intense battle for second. And it's allowed just to get a little daylight in front of these guys. So you have Sheldon, Schuhart, Schatz, and then Carson Macedo. Gravel is running 6th. He just passed Jedrzejczyk. I need Logan. I want Sugar's money.
5 to go. 5 to go. Heidenshield
go.
half a second over Schuhart. But Schuhart looks like he's coming.
He is coming. This track gets tricky. Real tricky. You got to move around a lot. Oh, Logan's there. Logan's going to go under him.
He got him. Oh,
Sheldon came
great.
back. Schuhart had to lead by what? I can't read it. Like 9 thousandths of a second.
Yeah. 0.02, I believe.
Logan has the lead. Come on. I want Sugar's money. Oh, that'd be the best.
2 to go,
$20.
side by side.
And Schuhart takes the lead going down the backstretch and stretches it. I think it's over.
I think so too. Shots in a solid third. I believe 2 to go, 1 to go here.
That's 2. This will be 1. White flag. Oh, I'm in soft.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Over a second.
I take Cash App, Sugar Bear.
Braden, they should take all the races at Huset's and move them to Jackson.
Okay, let's not get crazy. You know, we had a good race here, and that's all well and good. But great race. No, stop it, Sugar Bear, with your pole wins. It was a good race. Schuhart was back to 3rd at one point. Venmo works too. I'll make sure you have the address. That was a damn good race. Schuhart fell back to 3rd at one point. The top 4 were under a blanket. Good stuff.
Yeah, if you don't have Dirt Vision, this is one I would recommend seeking out the highlights for.
Watching this one.
Yeah, this one was really good.
But I appreciate it if you weren't and were staying with us.
Yes.
That works too.
Let's go ahead and look back to the chat here. Williams Grove winners came from 8th, and 4th, with racing all over the place. I would have to say the best racing of the year at the Grove.
Super Sportsman always put on a pretty good show there. And look, they needed it. They needed that. It's they've been getting beat up pretty hard this year, and probably rightfully so. And to have a good, now they got to build on that. That's the key. You can't have one good race and then come back with 3 bad races. So definitely they need to build on this moving forward. Good start. I know they changed it. They did some work on the track, which is good. And hopefully it continues, especially for the National Open. You know, you have your biggest show coming up in 5-6 weeks. It's the last race of the year. You want to leave a good taste in people's mouth. You want to end the year on a high. You don't want to end it on a low, because people don't have short memories, especially when it comes to good and bad racing.
Yeah.
You want to finish strong. Hopefully this is the start of that.
Here's a great question from Tyler, and we actually just saw this also in the Outlaw feature tonight. I believe the Grove and Port both had repasses for the lead in the features. When is the last time that happened in the same weekend?
I can't answer that. I mean, I can't answer that because I only keep my notes for so long. I don't keep those all year because normally I can look at, my talking points or whatever. It's a great question. I wish I had the answer to it, but it's probably been a while.
Why did Port Royal change from the Twin 25s for the Dream Race these last 2 years?
Cost, fuel. I mean, the fuel, that's part of it. Just, make it one race. It was clunky. I don't think the drivers like the twin 25s. You're putting extra laps on motors. You're putting extra laps. Of course, again, you have the fuel deal, and it's just more of an expense. So they just went back to 30 laps, one shot deal. And I thought it was the right call.
This I always find this interesting, especially when these West Coast swings happen. People are upset with $30 general admission posse races, but the high limit races in California are close to $60 general admission.
Okay. First off, comparing PA posse races and Outlaws and high limits like a Ferrari to a Hugo. Okay. It can't be done. Okay. Number one, first and foremost, just from money, purse, it's purse, and it's also the track, what they need to make on those races. That's their money shows. That's where they make their bones, so to speak. California, the prices have been higher. They've been known to be higher anyway. It also goes by seating. The Grove's cheaper than Lincoln for outlaw shows. And the reason is because the number of seats. So there's a lot of factors that go into it. I believe it was $52 general admission for high limit in California. Here it's about $45. So you get a $7 variance because you're in California, I guess, where everything's more expensive. Go look at the real estate. But what bothers people about the PA Posse series, you're paying more to see the same guys. You're getting nothing more. So you're paying to see, theoretically, Chase Dietz, Dietrich, Raymer, Wagaman. It's all the same guys. So that's your difference. That's why people get upset, because you're not seeing anything different. And the purse is pretty close.
Oh, the accident. Aaron Reitzel. Aaron Reitzel. Heat 1. Him and Gordon? I'm not sure who the other car is.
Number 10.
1. I don't see the wing yet, just the front. I think it's Gordon. Lap 1, Heat 1. Yeah, the number 10. Looks like Cy Lynch got into Reitzel.
Oh boy. Ryan's going to be upset he has Reitzel tonight.
Yeah, he'll be coming from the back.
Is he going to be able to get back out?
I don't know.
I'm getting
I think
over
so.
there.
It doesn't seem too bad.
I now have, as soon as the ad goes away, I will have flow racing up.
Not to tell anybody a secret. When that initial ad plays on Flow, if you just quick hit back and reload the stream, it'll load the stream right away without having to watch an ad. There's your producer Eric tech tip for the night.
Say that again. You kind of cut out. At least I missed it.
When that initial ad plays for Flow, especially on like the Fire TV or Android TV app, as soon as it starts, if you hit back and reopen the stream, it'll go right to the race instead of playing the ad.
Oh, Justin Sanders to the inside. Peck shut the door. Sanders falls into second. Let's see if Reitzel's still in the heat race. So if he can get up to fifth, he's fine. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's got a little ways to go. Sanders staying close to Justin Peck. I need him to.
Joel Myers Jr. third, Bloomfield fourth, and Cy Lynch currently in fifth.
Still a little narrow. Being the first heat race here, that's not good.
Yeah.
That is not good. Zerfoss trying to go off the track. I don't think Reitzel's going to make it.
I don't think he is either. Now, will he be? Will Reitzel be? Yeah. Okay. Oh, he just shoved Brock out of the way. Here you go. Boom. All right.
I have the white flag up. Reitzel's in 8th. It's Peck, Sanders, Myers, Bloomfield, Lynch. Peck goes to the dash. Sanders, I wonder if goes to the dash because he finished 2nd.
I think so. I think if the I believe so.
Things are going good. Things are going good.
Yeah, really, right? Sorry, Ryan. Your picks aren't doing great today.
No, he's been hitting some bad luck lately. He's been getting some bad luck.
Let's see here. From Yoder Brothers, love him or hate him, CJB would be crazy not to put Logan Wagner in the car for Tusky weekend. Have you heard any rumblings that you'd be able to share about who they might be putting in that car for Tusky weekend?
I've heard that they are putting somebody in it, but I have not heard a name. Well, let me rephrase that. I have, but I will not be saying anything.
Understood.
And who do they want in it?
Logan Wagner.
No, they're not going to put Logan in it.
So there is that. We can't find out who, but it's not going to be.
I have a name. I'm checking on that name. And if it is that name, it'll be really good.
Speculate in the chat amongst yourself. And Sugar Bear confirmed Sanders to the dash. Sanders to the dash.
It's all about beating Ryan.
Oh, let's see here. Good old Dick Jones.
I can't share everything.
SprintCarUnlimited is pretty funny.
I'll tell you what, I'll have the story when I can confirm it. I'm not Chaz. I just don't throw things against the wall and hope it sticks.
We have integrity here at SprintCarUnlimited. Good friend of the show, Dick Jones, did not have a Double D weekend sweep on his bingo card. Yeah, I don't think many people did. Good for Danny. Grove did some major work to the surface.
If that,
I could say with 100%. No, you're good. I could say 100%. 3 and 4 is much better than it was before.
Good. I'm glad they did something to the surface.
Let's see here. Felt bad for the All-Stars yesterday. It was 2 hours into driving to I-96 when they got a pop-up storm and canceled. I believe that's like the umpteenth race canceled for the All-Stars this year due to rain. So bad for the All-Stars.
Yeah, they don't have a big schedule to where they can afford to lose a lot of races. That's the other side note to that. But they should be able to reschedule that.
Let's see here. Lance's 20th to 7th with nobody noticing is worth a mention.
If you put him on a dry, slick track, he's going to go forward. Hang on a second. Hey, I'm on my live show. The one I'm doing right now. No. Well, Port Royal moved up. That's why I didn't do it today. So I'm on now. I'll give you a call back in. All right, you tune in. Good deal. Bye. One of my sources. Let's put it that way.
There you go.
They don't know I'm doing the live show.
They call with a tip.
Yeah.
Producer Eric has that late night 900 number voice. It is something I'm working for a 5th career in my life right now. So yes, I am working on my sultry dulcet tones.
You know what, Sugar, you're actually on to something there. He just had this sleazy pimp voice.
There we go. I like it. I'm sleazy, but I am not. So there we go.
No, he has a kid, and he's
I'm a family man.
Family man.
Is Sprint, so this is actually kind of funny. You have Sprint Car Limited as obviously the subscription site. Can Sprint Car Limited be a free site? Asking for a friend.
Yes. Look, I'm never going to release information I don't have confirmed. I think that's one of the reasons people listen or are members of the site, because if I print it or I say it, it's pretty much, I've confirmed it and it's true. I don't deal with rumors. This isn't TMZ. This isn't some drunken binge off the rails thing. It's just not my scene to do that.
If you look at Flow, you will see Dominic Selzy.
No,
big flip in turn Heat 2. Big flip.
Oh, he tore that up. Yeah, he tore that up. He got back in it. I'm sorry, they're not going to be able to get out. No way they're going to get out.
Now, do you know if this is the new car, CJB prepared?
No.
Or if this is still Dominic's car?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Not that this is good in any stretch of the imagination, but at least it's not a brand new car that went flipping. Let's see here. Daniel Lee, I seen a post on social media asking people who would drive the CJB car to finish the season. I said Paul's to the wall is coming out of retirement. Obviously unlikely, but worth the honorable mention.
No, I know who I would ask if it were me, but I don't even know if he would be available. I don't. And I said this, I believe Tuesday I said this. Justin Henderson, if he was available, is a guy I would call. Because he has laps at Port Royal. Now, I don't know if he could do the whole season with high limit, but they do go back to the Midwest. They're I don't know if he could do the Texas thing, but Port Royal, he's done well there. And if you're going to run the National Open, he's finished third in the National Open, I believe. So that's a guy but I don't know what his deal is with McGee. I don't know if McGee's going to run after Knoxville. I don't know if they're going to stop, what the deal is, because McGee's are from Ohio. So they're close enough that they might bring Justin Henderson in here. But it's if you're thinking of guys, that's a guy that sticks out to me.
Without saying or guessing or whatever who it might potentially be, do you know if the driver they're putting in for Tusky Weekend is who they are considering for the rest of their season or just for Tusky Weekend?
For the 5?
Yeah.
No, they would like to get somebody for the rest of their season.
I got you.
They don't want to play. I have talked to Heath Moyle, who's the crew chief of that car. He does not want to be changing seats every week. The Danny Dietrich interview is up.
Do we want to? I can play that if we want to.
Nope.
That works for me.
Nope. I don't want to take away from
yes,
what we're doing.
And watch it on his site directly. Boom. Get those views up.
Yeah, I need all the help I can get.
Let's see here. Back from Yoder Brothers from a couple, 30 minutes ago. The USAC Silver Crown race today looked more like the Joey Chitwood Chevy Thunder show at the mile today. I've never saw champ cars get destroyed like that. Yeah, that was bad. That one down the front stretch that hit social media, that one was bad. That was real bad. If you are in need of rain, just ask the World of Outlaws to come to town.
Look at Landon Brooks again.
Yeah, he's having a pretty good weekend.
I mean, Landon Brooks will be really good during this swing. Yep. Automobile winner.
No, that was caution. Yep.
Stanley.
Tanner Thorsing
Rico
also
Abreu
has
just took the
mechanical
lead.
issues.
So shaking things up.
Over under 20 red flags by the end of the night.
Ooh, I hope not. I don't want to be up that late. I just don't. I know that's sad. That sounds horrible. I just don't.
This is a question I've seen a bit on social media, and maybe you can share a little bit here. Who did Danny dedicate his Grove win to?
Just a guy. His name's Graver. His last name was Graver, and he just been a part of their team, been around their team for a long time. And I believe it was the Outlaws show. He fell off the trailer. They stopped things, and he didn't make it. He passed away this week. So, Danny, they were all very close to him, and I'm not sure how old he was, but he was older. He was an older gentleman.
I believe it was Charlie Graver, and I believe in his 80s, I believe.
Yeah,
Don't quote me on that, but I believe in his 80s.
And as Dick Jones said, super nice guy. You see him around the car a lot. You saw him around the car a lot. Big Danny Dietrich fan, and it's just, it's a shame. It's just a shame.
Braden, getting back to Port Royal should be faster for some high limit teams. Definitely going to be some lighter trailers on the way back after just 3 nights.
Well, we don't know what's going to happen yet, but yes, you stock up, and they don't really get a chance to stop off anywhere and do a lot because you're leaving. It's a 3-day trip. So you don't have a lot of time to get things done.
Now, they're in high limit is obviously West Coast this weekend, and they're still out there next weekend for the Gold Cup. And then they're in Skagit for the Skagit Nationals for the following weekend.
Yep.
3 weekends.
So they'll leave and start trekking this way. You maybe have a day you can stop off and pick up equipment, but no more than that. It is a brutal trip. That's a brutal trip.
Liebig team still licking their wounds from Knoxville. They skipped Jackson.
I have to wonder if that's more about getting laps at Lakeside and Lucas Oil, because I know they've talked about expanding their schedule a little bit next year. I reported on this from Knoxville when I talked to Shane Liebig. They're not going to a national tour next year, despite what some people have said. At least that's what Shane said to me. Ryan Timms is going to stay with that team. I know a lot of people want him to take this or that ride, whatever is available. And they want to expand their schedule. I have to wonder if this was more about expanding their schedule than it was the money on the line. So I don't know for sure, but it wouldn't surprise me.
How many more rides does Ashton Torgerson get this year?
Ooh. Hopefully none. Hopefully this will be the last one, and this
is his 4th, correct?
5th. When I talked about this on the 98.9, I forgot the 2 days in the Moody car.
Oh yeah,
at the Grove. This is his 5th. This is his 5th.
I did not have that on my bingo card. People didn't have Double D winning 2 this weekend. I didn't have Ashton Torgerson in 5 cars this season.
No.
Chico will go perfect and smooth, I'm sure. From Braden.
What could go wrong? I don't think it's Tulare. I don't think it's Tulare, but it can be brutal on equipment.
Heat Race 3 for High Limit starting up right now.
Corey Day on the knob.
He was my pick to sweep the whole weekend. I believe this is his last sprint car race of the season, I think I saw.
Yeah, this is it. He can't run Chico. So he's going to probably run World Finals. I think he can run World Finals because the NASCAR season's over.
Yeah, it's wrapped up by then.
So
Sugar Bear, I hope Ashton sets a new season record for most rides in a season.
It's possible.
In your history, how many did you have any drivers on top of your head who went through so many rides, like on a national level in one season, other than Ashton?
Donnie Schatz last year.
Oh yeah, good point. Good point. There was a pile
Donnie
there.
Schatz. Well, he had this. He had the TSR car. He had the 15. He ran one race at Ogilvy. Ironically, he ran the sides car. He ran. So he had TSR. He had Quirin's car. He had the Lunster car. He had the sides car, and then he ran a Silva car. Those are the 5.
Colton Gauss with a burning question. Will Braden Sage be driving a Crown Vic for Stamen Motorsports on September 19th?
Colton, always the promoter. They have a Crown Vic race as part of their sprint car program on September 19th. And they get a Saturday night, believe it or not. They get a Saturday to themselves. Normally, Babs hosts sprint car shows on Sundays or their one Wednesday show with the World of Outlaws, but they get a Saturday night live, and they're going to have Crown Vics.
That could be fun. I might have to make an appearance at Babs for Crown Vics.
Oh man, I thought you said you were going to get in there.
I'll drive one if someone wants to put me on a ride. I've been
boy.
I've been known as a washed up sim racer, so I'll take a Crown Vic for a rip for sure.
Wow.
Larson had 20 rides one year. They made a T-shirt with all of them on the back. From Sprint Car News, Rick Rare.
Yeah, I is that the one where they where he went to different circuits?
I'm not sure.
Has to be. He didn't do it all in one circuit.
Another caution for High Limit. Jet Yantis in trouble. Tough weekend for the Jet. I believe this is his third 410 start. Tough go of it for Jet so far this weekend.
Yeah, that deal at Tulare last night where they had synchronized flipping. I don't think I've ever seen that. They didn't touch. They weren't even in the same incident, and they flipped through the corner, same way. It was odd. Jet Yantis ain't no Jet Barnes. That's a lot to live up to. I like Jet Barnes a lot. He won't be in a sprint car long, though.
Now, Jet Yantis is the one, I believe, who did really good at the Chili Bowl, but then or Tulsa Shootout, one of those arenas.
That might have been because Jet Barnes is really good at the Chili Bowl.
And then I believe Yantis was then disqualified for cheated up motor or something. I think that's the story.
We all have our quirks. You have quirks. I have quirks. We all have quirks.
Yes, we do. Let's see here. Torgerson could almost fill a dash field with all of his rides this year.
The sad part about that is I think he's proven that, he's decent. I mean, when he got in that Allen car, it was like you would have thought he killed puppies on the front stretch.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's him.
No.
I don't think it's him.
I think he gets I don't want to say an unfair rap on social media. But it does seem like the opinion of him on social media is slightly negative, and I don't think it's warranted. I think he's a good kid. I think he's talented. And I think people don't like him simply because he was in that 1A car and he's not from Pennsylvania. And I think that's silly.
Well, I just think it was the whole chili bowl thing. I flew out of the car. And I think there's this stigma against guys who have family money. I think that's a big part of it. And what people need to realize is this has been going on for years. The currency used to be motors. Back in the day, so to speak, it used to be motors, cars, whatever. It was more equipment. Now it's more money. And it's no different than any form of motorsports. It's expensive. And if somebody's going to pay the freight, you
still have to perform.
In some, yeah. I mean, there's cases where you don't. I mean,
True.
it's where you're just making money. I think Keith Coons, when you go to the Chili Bowl with 15 cars, I mean, they're not all going to perform. So I think it just depends. It depends on the situation. I'm not going to beat him up for it because I've seen it too many times.
Here's a good question from T-Chaps as Heat Race 4 for High Limit rolls off. With uncertainty of engine builders in the coming years, how far off are we to the big teams starting their own engine programs?
I don't think they start them. I think they just purchase engine builders. I mean, Morrison has the KCP Racing and Gravel have exclusive deals with Morrison. We saw what happened with Justin Peck, or I should say Rudine, and Trenton Schaefer, who took over for Charlie Garrett. And now you had John Stamen purchase HP Engines. Now, there's HP Engines is still going to do engines for other people, but I think it's going to eventually be limited. It's got to be a concern. I just don't know with the expense of your car, your truck, your trailer, your personnel, meaning your 3 employees on the road. I don't know how many owners are going to start an engine shop. I could see them purchasing, not starting, because then you got to get you're starting a whole new business, and it really is an expensive business. And I don't think the ratio, the cost revenue ratio, is as wide as people think it is. So I don't necessarily see that happening. And if it does, it'd be, well, Roth doesn't have to do it because they use Toyota. So that would take out a guy who has a lot of money. Morrison is not going to start his own shop. So your biggest guy and Roth. Those are your 3, I would say, biggest with what they have outside of racing. And all 3 of them are up. So I just don't see that happening.
With these engine builders getting older in age, if you are a younger individual looking to get involved in the world of sprint car racing, I would be phoning and doing anything you can to do an apprenticeship with one of these engine builders and learn all you can, so that way you can make a pile of money in a couple years when you're one of the only ones standing. So kids, go to work. Talk to some of these engine builders out there.
Yes.
Let's see here. Here's a funny.
I do know HP Engines is looking for help. I do know that.
So you hear that? If we have any young folks in the chat who want to get involved, HP Engines, for real, learn a trade. It doesn't always have to be college degrees. Trust me. You could be like me, successful without a degree. Let's see here. Are these California kids taller than a Hershey bar? Some might not be able to go on many of the rides.
Maybe. They can drive, though. Those young drivers are really good. Best young drivers in the country.
How big of a business is HP Engines?
Oh, it's not a Ryder or a Speedway, or it's not as big as some of the others, but it's decent. They have a good client list. Brent Marks uses them. Tanner Thorson has HP. They have some local guys as well. Brock Zierfoss had some HP. Obviously, Stamen uses HP. So they have some clients. I mean, they have a healthy list. I would say a healthy list.
Heat race 4 underway for High Limit. Shane Golobic on the point. Max Mitri second. Tyler Courtney third. Tanner Holmes in fourth. And Brent Marks currently in the transfer spot in fifth. But 7 laps to go, and they are it's kind of hectic here. Oh, Brent Marks just lost a pile of spots.
Yeah, he just ran over the berm. Dropped him back to 7th.
I'm still getting used to his new rap.
Sorry.
Yeah, I'm indifferent on it.
Oh, now he got one of those. Got Danny Sams. He's got to pick up one more spot. He's got to get, I believe that's Nick Parker.
I think so.
And he catches a caution. There you go.
Another caution. Goodness
What else
gracious.
do we got here? Oh, yeah.
The real internship is at SprintCarUnlimited.
I wish it was. I wish I could pay as many people as they think I can pay. It's bare bones over here at SprintCarUnlimited. That's why I'll be up till 3 a.m.
I saw this question a few times, and I did not watch Port, so I apologize in advance. Why such a delayed caution with the Whittle spin?
I don't know. I think they were trying to where to put him in. It's almost like they went to the rule book. I don't know if they knew. I don't know why that was. I didn't think it was overly long.
So speaking of the rule book, Jeff says, so the new rule at all PA tracks is a 360 spin caution comes out and you go to the rear. The only problem today was it came out half a lap later.
Well, that's not good. That's not good. Yeah, I know they went to that rule, but did Port have it happen this year? Did the officials get confused up in the tower and have to reference it? Shane Golobic gets the win. He's good at Placerville.
Golobic, Mitri, Courtney, Holmes, Parker. Transfer in Sams, Mark, Hillier, Schreier, and Randall. Or round up the rest of the field.
Ooh, brutal year for Randall.
Yeah. Are any national touring guys running the Speedway Motor 410? It seems like a nice piece for $63K.
Rico owns it.
Yeah.
So I would assume he'd run it. I would assume if you don't run your own product, that's pretty bad.
That doesn't look good, does it?
No, that doesn't look good at all.
Let's see here. Dick Jones is already laying his National Open prediction on the line. He's taking Double D to win the National Open.
Bold move, Cotton. Bold move. I will. I had Anthony Macri winning that, and I'm not so sure he won't be back for it.
Oh,
it's going to be. It's on the bubble. Well, do the math. It's 6 to 12. The problem is a broken clavicle / collarbone is 6 to 12 weeks. Big gap. So he could theoretically get a week in before that if everything goes perfect. Now, kids heal obviously quicker than adults. I don't know if he's going to be able to run it or not. But I'll reserve my I will hold my pick out to that week.
So a follow-up
But I will
about
not. Danny's gonna have to qualify better.
a follow-up about the 39M. Are they getting a sub anytime soon? Have to assume they probably aren't if he's close to not close to returning, but time frame's not too long.
I'll say this: the 39M Macri Motorsports likes to support the big races in Central PA. Plus, they have 3 full-time crew guys, so they kind of. I wouldn't be surprised if they have somebody in it until Anthony comes back.
The A main for the All-Stars is about to push off. I'm not sure why they're so late. I think their broadcast came on at 6:00 this evening, and it's going for 11. So
Did they get rain?
I'm not
Did it get rain?
sure. I'm not sure. I know it rained earlier in the week, or weekend up there, but I don't know if it rained tonight.
Yeah, that I don't know. I'm waiting for the rain here, and nothing yet.
Yeah, I thought it was supposed. I saw some pretty scary radar screenshots, and now I'm hunkered down in the basement, but I don't hear anything. Actually, as I say that, heavy rain is expected to start at your location at 10:31. That was 20 minutes ago. So
All
I'm
right,
not sure,
well.
not sure if that happened.
Well, there's none here yet.
The All-Stars redid the track twice.
Ooh.
Yeah, no rain,
Oof.
reworked the track, and started late. Long track prep, screwing around.
That is a really bad combination.
Yeah, I thought last night's Grove show was late. This has them beat tenfold.
Yeah, that wasn't good. No, it took entirely too long for them to get to heat races. Come on, guys. Baseball starts on time.
I was out and about, and I remember I looked at my race pass and texted you. It was 9:00, and I don't think the heat one pushed off yet. I was like, "Oh my god!"
No, it did. It did. I know it did because I was. Oh no, there's rain coming. It's just moving very slow.
Looks like Dillsburg is getting pounded with rain now. That's probably the rain that was pounding me 20 minutes ago. I would assume. So
I will probably get it about midnight.
Central Pennsylvania is the new tornado alley. I saw that Pennsylvania has had like 40 or something confirmed tornadoes in 2026, which is like 35 more than I thought.
Really?
Yeah. Like
I've not heard any
major tornadoes, but yeah, I want to say 40 confirmed in 2026. Hats off to Port Royal for moving up the start time. I agree.
Agreed. They had to get a raise.
See here. Any
We
chance
having internet problems?
You're breaking up a little bit sometimes, but not all the time. That could be literally the bad weather. Any chance Logan Schuchart can move up from 5th in points by the end of the year?
Up to what?
Not sure.
I don't think he catches the top 4.
He would need to go on quite the run.
Yeah, no. And that's a problem. Like gravel Kofoid's going to pick up the pace here. He's going to go to California. He's going to get the tracks he's really, really good at. Same with Carson Macedo. Gravel's always consistent. He finished 6th tonight, I believe. I don't think he got to 5th. But his bad nights are 6th. So I just don't. I think it's pretty much what you see now is where they're going to end up.
Here's an interesting comment from Yoder. This track prep is getting old. It used to be when they really needed it. Now all the tracks want water and weight.
I have heard these tires really affect racetrack. And I don't know if it's as simple as it used to be with prepping them. I do think there is more of a nervousness now with it. If Colton Gauss is still listening, he'd be a good one to comment on that because he was on the road with the Outlaws for a number of years, and he obviously runs a racetrack now. I have heard, though, these tires can be hard on racetracks. And again, I've heard that it's just not as simple as it used to be with as much horsepower as they're putting out, all the factors that are involved. And I think track prep guys get nervous.
Jackson is a great facility. Any reason why the Outlaws dropped Jackson Nationals for just one show? Jackson Nationals is just IRA now, but still a big event.
I think scheduling's part of it. I think scheduling, and I think Ogilvy. I don't know if Jackson has raced. I don't know if the racing at Jackson has hurt it at times. Now again tonight, great race tonight. So I don't know if they go back to that. I don't know why they switched that. I don't know why, if they wanted to make it more of a local event, they wanted to move it and it just didn't fit into the schedule. Could be a few different items. I've heard different things on why they did that. And this is just what they got now.
I'm going to mute myself for a quick second because we got a phone call that I need to screen and I need to do some magic phone computer stuff. So I will be right back.
All right. Sounds good. Let's see what's going on in the high limit show. I was watching weather. Sorry. Fascinated by it. We got a commercial. Great. So heat races are in the books at Placerville. I guess next up will be the dash draw or spinning the wheel, I should say. And the question that comes with it, which I do like the wheel better than just drawing because if you draw the one, that's it. Whereas with the wheel, if you spin a 2, you could still be beat. It goes down to the wire. So I do like the wheel over just drawing out of a can.
Alrighty, I am back here. We were going to have Jim on line 1. 1 second. Jim, you're on the show.
Back here, we were going to have...
Oh, I think Jim has his volume still on in the background.
Go ahead, Jim.
All right. How are you guys doing tonight?
Uh-oh. Doing okay. How are you?
Well, I'm great. And I
Yes,
love your show,
Jim.
and I love listening to you guys. That's for sure. Yes. I'm good.
Great.
Good. What do you got?
Anyway, I just wanted to say, okay, we there?
Yep, we got you.
Yeah, you're here. We got you.
Okay. Excellent. Okay. Anyway, guys, you do a great job, and I love listening to you guys. So, anyway, I'd just like to talk to you about Briggs Danner's performance this evening and what kind of thoughts you have on his season so far, because I think he's a very impressive driver in the USAC range, that's for sure.
I like Briggs Danner, and I think I think he's a good driver in USAC. He's an up and coming guy in USAC. Hasn't hit the level of a Justin Grant or a Kyle Cummins yet, but I think he's a riser. He's a young guy. He came out, ran a bunch of different stuff in Central PA. He could run a wing car, a non-wing car. He ran a modified. Very versatile, and it seems like he's found a home with USAC, and he's making noise. I mean, I believe he's top 5 in sprint car points with USAC. Looks really good. He's won some races. I think the future looks bright for him at USAC.
Yeah, I actually. What are your thoughts on him moving up to the wing ranks?
I think that's going to be a little trickier because I don't know. First off, is there any room for him? Meaning you got to get a car,
Right?
And you got to get an owner who want. Now he has ties to Hefner, and the Michaels and whatnot, but I just don't know how much room's there. And do you want to give up on what you're doing with USAC where you're being successful to move into the wing ranks? I don't know if he wants to do that.
Right.
He can run USAC and obviously do very well in USAC and make a career out of it. I don't know why he'd want to go to the wing ranks at this point. And that's trickier. You're dealing with dirty air. That's a big problem. It's something I hear a lot about, from the wingless guys. So I could just see him staying in USAC.
Well, I appreciate your time, and I know you have many, many more conversations to have, and thank you for your time.
No problem, Jim. Appreciate you calling.
All right, have a good night.
Yep, thank you.
Jeremy giving props to a non-California racer. Wow.
I give props to racers who do well regardless of where they come from. I can't help they produce the best young talent. I can't help that. That's not on me.
Briggs Danner has quite the fan base. Whenever he, I'm not the greatest or most knowledgeable wingless person in the world, but whenever I see him doing well at like Action Track or something, it's always see a pile of like Briggs Danner fans. So it's always good to see.
Well, he does a good job. I'm actually surprised how quick he picked it up.
Yeah,
and he was really quick picking it up. It was really good.
Are there any deep dives coming up? I would like to see Keith Kaufman, maybe Todd Schaefer.
Yes, I do have deep dives coming up. I'm not sure. There will be one Thursday, guaranteed. I need to get the deep dive every week. I need to get that moving every week now. Back on that every Thursday. Kind of got laxed a little bit, and then if you're traveling, it's just it makes it difficult. But tomorrow on my agenda on my whiteboard is scheduled deep dives. I can't tell you who the next one's going to be because obviously I got to schedule them, and guys, they're busy obviously. So I don't know who's next, but I will have a deep dive this coming Thursday.
And I have some deep dive ideas I got to tell you about one of these days where we're not doing a show. I had some ideas that I wrote down during the week.
I mean, Keith Kaufman's a really good one, and Todd Schaefer as well.
I would love to get you in EMMR and doing like a deep dive in person with somebody on a video. I think that would do good, especially if they have like an exhibit in EMMR that we can show during the deep dive. I think that would do really good numbers, but that's one of my many ideas I have. Scott Mills, kudos to Skagit for broadcasting their races live on Facebook.
Yeah, I know Canandaigua does that, or I should say Land of Legends. I always, it's the old Canandaigua. They give it away free too and sell a ton of advertising. I don't know the financials on it. So I'm not sure which way is the right way to go there.
Skagit has a really good production quality too. Whenever I tune into one of their shows, I'm always surprised how the quality that they put out for free. So kudos to Skagit, at least for the technology side of things. I'm not sure how good they're doing with it, but I think it's great.
I got to check out their broadcast.
Yeah, they do really good. Corey Day drew or spun the 1 so far. So far he's on the point for the dash.
Justin Sanders is spinning now, and he is going to get looks like a 12. He's third right now. Corey Day, Golubic, Sanders, Peck, Abreu. 3 to go, or 2 to go.
Let's go back to some of the things I have here.
No, it's 3 to go. Gio Selzy's up. They just put his name up. What did Sugar Bear just say about
Sugar Bear is all
Jeremy has a whiteboard? I have a whiteboard that I write what I have to get done in a week. I have it broken down to what I have to do in a week and then what I do each day. It's what happens when you get 54. You gotta remind yourself.
Let's see here. New ride for Dylan Norris. Is that for the rest of the year?
I did not see anything on this. And see, here's one of the problems with going to Knoxville. When you go to Knoxville, it's like nothing else. It's like going to Disney World. Okay, you go to Disney World and you're not in touch with the outside world. You don't know what's going on. You're pretty focused on national series stuff, and I don't know. So I do not know a lot about that ride yet, but I will inquire.
Oshweekend is on YouTube and great production, but Glenn Stiers is a good businessman. I believe I just saw Glenn Stiers has a brand new pile of gas stations I saw. So yeah, he's in everything.
He's another deep dive candidate.
Yeah, that would be great. Last week at this time, we were all watching Larson's status if he could make it to Knoxville.
Yeah, no kidding.
It's hard to believe that was a week ago already. Here's an interesting Sugar Bear question: is the way he says, is Facebook the new future of sprint car racing? I'll reword his question for him. Is live free streaming the future of sprint car racing? I really think here locally, if a company who shall not be named had their entire library streaming on an ad-supported channel and then had their live races on live YouTube with local ads, everybody would be happy. But no one wants to hear that idea.
Well, I mean, I just think, do I think it's the future of sprint car racing on Facebook? No, because I think Zuckerberg at some point is going to put out some cockamamie, make it harder. Facebook is a pain to deal with.
Yes.
And I have to wonder at some point they're going to make it more difficult because they make everything difficult.
Facebook will Facebook is great for, like we stream on YouTube and also Facebook because there is a pile of people who follow Facebook. However, if you do not play by Facebook rules, they will shadow ban or drive viewers actively away from you. Ask Mike Mallet. He will tell you all about that because we're fighting with it on Dirt Track Digest's Facebook account for the past couple weeks. So I don't know if Facebook is the future, but I do think I do think you'll see more tracks go to the live streaming on YouTube, local advertisements, things like that. Because if you really drive it, if it's local, if everything is local, you're advertising local businesses to local fans with local cars, local teams. You can quite literally turn monetization off for the live stream, so you're not getting double advertisements, and then turn it on. Folks, I'm giving you guys good ideas. Someone take them, for crying out loud.
Which I gotta say, Eric, you're allowed to say PA Posse for the PA Posse TV. You're allowed to say.
Yeah,
It's okay. It's okay. It's like it's not. I'm not going to turn in. Get enraged. Here's the thing about streaming. I don't think tracks know enough about it. I don't think that they know what to do with it. I don't think they have a good handle on it. I think, do we really believe that promoters are going to go out and get ads? They don't have marketing. This isn't Eldora. I mean, I don't know of any track in PA that's going to have somebody go out and get advertising for streaming. They don't have marketing people. They don't. I really think it's a mismanaged thing. I think pay-per-view / streaming is mismanaged. And you can't blame the streaming companies because it's capitalism, baby. If I can pay somebody less and have their races, why wouldn't I do it?
1000%.
Now, I mean, if that's where you're at with it. Now, for us, when we had SprintCarUnlimited.tv, ours was straightforward. It was we gave a percentage. The track knew what they were getting. I thought they got a fair percentage, and that's what it was. So, but I don't think tracks have a good handle on the streaming ecosystem at all. I just and I think I don't know if they. I don't think they're going to take time out of their day to go get advertising to make their product free. I just don't believe that's happening. So some pitfalls or some hills to climb to ever make it to where that's a common thing in this sport. Good in Sugar Bear. That's a very interesting comment / question because it leads to a bigger overall discussion.
Here is a follow-up from Dawn. YouTube Premium is only $20 a month and could bring in more fans and definitely have a larger audience. I agree on that twofold because one, that $20 a month not only gets you whatever racing you would be looking for ad-free, it quite literally would get you everything else on YouTube ad-free. And it's YouTube Premium, and it is raining like crazy now because I hear it. Goodness gracious. Wow, that came through the basement. YouTube Premium is probably my most used premium subscription by far. And it just makes, I couldn't imagine watching YouTube now with commercials. It would absolutely drive me insane. So I agree with that 1000%, Dawn.
I think Lauda just bought YouTube Premium. And let me tell you something, if Lauda buys YouTube Premium, it's but he watches a lot of YouTube. He's into a lot of different things. He's kind of he has a lot of interest, music, whether it's music, golf, just looking stuff up. And so he recently bought YouTube Premium. So I asked him if I could get a cut of that, and it didn't work.
This was interesting about Knoxville, and I don't believe any other local stations do this that I'm aware of. I also used to listen to the Knoxville Nationals on their local radio broadcast. I know they still do that, even up to and including this year.
I know I can only reference the Indianapolis 500. I love listening to it on the radio better than watching it.
Yeah,
you expand your mind a little bit as to what's going on, and it's more detail oriented. It's really, really, really good. I have not listened to a sprint car race because normally I'm there.
Right.
But I do like listening to the Indianapolis 500 on radio.
I do for my NASCAR gambling content when I am researching or reviewing like practice. I much rather listen to the practice coverage because they do such a good job actually describing like X, Y, and Z as opposed to, just, the fluff from whatever broadcasters broadcasting said race. So yeah, I agree. Radio and just listening in general needs to make a comeback.
Real quick update. We're on the last lap of the B main, and Brock Zierfoss gets the win over Dominic Gordon at Placerville. We're going to get some feature action, I think. You know what? We'll stay through the A main for high limit. No, this was the C main.
That was the C.
Yeah, it was Zierfoss and Dominic Gordon. Go to the B main. I think we'll stay with you guys through the high limit feature since they seem to only have one division, which I like.
Yeah.
Big fan of that.
That was another conversation again on social media I saw today.
I saw that as well.
Yeah, I don't know who they were mad at. Maybe it was the Outlaws from yesterday. I'm not sure. But again, about support divisions and how they shouldn't be. And it seems like you're either really for or really against having a support division. I personally prefer it just from a watching standpoint, but I could see why tracks love having them.
I appreciate that, Sugar Bear. I want you to invest in this show too. And if you could get friends in Wisconsin to invest in this show, I like it.
If you are interested in investing in this show, please reach out to Jeremy at SprintCarUnlimited@gmail.com. We will gladly take your money.
I will say I met Sugar Bear out in Wisconsin, and this is no joke. I enjoyed. Brent Smith and I went to Wisconsin and caught High Limit World of Outlaws last year at the beginning of June. One of the more enjoyable trips I've taken in sprint car racing. Now, I always love Eldora, and Eldora is always number one, but Wisconsin, really good fan base. I enjoyed the tracks I went to. I really like Plymouth Dirt Track. Nice facility. Racing was good. Rico and Buddy put on a heck of a show there. The fans showed out at every track we went to. It was good stuff. Underrated area for sprint car racing. Definitely underrated area.
You are correct. Jeremy did pick Sanders to win tonight at Placerville.
I did do that. And I believe Ryan has Reitzel, which I'm in a good spot.
All we had to do was bring up Lauda, and he appeared.
He appears.
Is Holmes on the front row of every dash? It does seem like he is up there a lot.
He spins well as long as it goes. I mean, you spin the wheel. I guess.
If I was spinning that well, I'd be at the roulette tables. That's what I would be doing.
I wouldn't be at a sprint car race.
That's for sure. Let's see here. Thoughts on totally changing subjects from everything. Thoughts on Little Freddie, Dick Jones. Little Freddie has been in a funk lately.
Well, he's terrible at Port Royal. I mean, and it's odd because he's won there. He used to be decent at Port Royal. Same with Sealands Grove. Used to be decent at Sealands Grove. I don't know what's going on there. They just struggled this year so much. They struggled last year. And I don't have an answer for it. I don't know if it's the package they have. Just not doing well. Running B mains was just they're horrible there. But even the Grove, Lincoln, I don't know if guys are just better. Have they gotten better and they just caught up and passed Freddie at some of those tracks, like especially Lincoln, or if it's just a case of they're struggling so bad. Just not good. Not good right now. Now, Chase Dietz, the rise of Chase Dietz and Troy Wagaman, I think that comes into play. And Logan Rumsey, for that matter. I do think some guys have gotten better, and maybe Freddie and them have kind of leveled off. Not really sure, but it's an interesting kind of story.
I was hoping Rumsey was going to steal last night because I believe you picked Rumsey for Williams Grove as well, and I believe he was
Rumsey.
third. I was hoping he was going to steal that one at the end.
Just keep me in the top 5, and I'm good. Just like today. Sure, Chase Dietz finished a spot behind Ryan Smith. I still got a top 5 out of it. Didn't get a win, but I won 3 out of 4 to start the week, and Ryan had a 22nd. So I like consistency because and Lauda can tell you this. I go streak. Like I'll go and have a great 3 weeks through the basement. So I'll take the consistency and run with it.
Can we stop calling Chase Dietz the Chaser? Not everybody needs nicknames.
Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah.
Who came up with that? Did they say that at the Grove last night?
They've been saying it for a while at the Grove.
Who's they?
Yeah, the
Sean?
I believe so.
Sean Browns? Oh,
I believe he took it upon himself. and yeah, he's there's been a few cringeworthy nicknames this year, but I think the Chaser is a big one.
That's an awful one.
Let's see here. Looks like I'm getting some hate. I'll bring that up. Jeremy, you two hang it up. The other guy is more pleasant to listen to in nursing homes. Thanks.
Jeremy, I don't know what that means.
I don't know. If my voice is a nursing home voice, I'll take it. No problem. Let's see here.
Maybe he means I am.
Maybe. I don't know. We'll reword your hate and send it on through again. We'll bring it back up. Let's see here.
Reword it.
Let's see here. What we got here?
Are they going into the B already?
They are. Here's a good question from Sugar Bear. Who would be your top 5?
He's knocking it out of the park a little tonight.
Yeah. When he locks in with good questions, he's all right. Who would be your top 5 guys on either High Limit or the World of Outlaws who you think should drop down to a regional series and quote unquote cut their teeth for a little while?
Danny Sams, number 1 for me, because I think he's decent. I think he can be decent. Danny Sams. I think Ashton Torgerson. I'll say him because he was with the national tour. I'd like to see Ashton Torgerson run a regional tour. I think he could win the All-Star title if it was in the right situation. Danny Sams, Torgerson, Connor Morrell. Looking at the Brenham Crouch. I think Brenham Crouch running IRA was really a good start for him. And I thought he should have gone to the All-Stars then. Or because you're getting a different, or if you want to say Central PA, that circuit, that would be good for him. And you could make a living here.
Yeah.
So those 4, I think I said Crouch, Morrell, Sams, Torgerson, Chase Randall. I think Chase Randall is also, they just need to get things squared away. I mean, they had Albach, and then they don't have Albach. I don't know what the situation here. I know they were looking for a crew chief, but I'd say Chase Randall too, and just build. So those are the 5 right now.
Just also an update. No hate at all, just relaxing. So thank you, Brutal Master, for clarifying that there was no hate. Why isn't there super chats on this channel? No wonder Jeremy needs sponsors.
I don't like taking people's money. I don't That didn't sound good. I want to give you something for your money. So I would rather have Silence is a good one as well. I will push back on Casey Jedrzak. I agree with Jedrzak, but I think he has shown, I like him in the Bill Rose car. I want to provide a service and people want to buy the service. Asking you guys to pop $5, $10, $20 just for me talking on YouTube just doesn't seem right to me. It's just something I don't do. If you want to purchase the website where you get for $35 a year, you get content. I feel like you're buying a newspaper or you're buying an online product. I just feel better about it. I don't want to take super chats because I just don't feel right about it. I just don't. It's a weird thing with me. It just doesn't feel. I have turned down sponsors because they didn't feel right to me. I didn't think they fit into the show. So now that probably doesn't do well for my bank account, but I keep hoping it'll pay off someday, I guess. In fact, I do. And I forgot to tell Eric, somebody reached out to me via email and wants to sponsor the show. So I have to reach out to him. I'll probably do that tomorrow and go from there.
When do you get your horsepower hydration coupon code? Seems like everybody else in the sprint car media has one.
I have not been offered. I will say this. I have
one?
Kit. I have the kit, but I never got the coupon code / deal. I don't know if now I do know that I think Dirt Track, I don't know what their deals are. So I guess I just didn't get the deal. Nobody wants to deal with me. I don't know.
I can't possibly think that now I don't know this for sure, but I don't know if the drink packet deal is a major deal, but it does seem like, Brent Marks over the cushion. It does seem like everybody has one.
Reitzel leads. We got 5 laps to go. Reitzel leads Pursley, Kane, Austin Wood. Tim, Katie, and Mark. Watch Austin Wood. He impressed me at Knoxville.
That's
really impressed me at Knoxville in the 360s. Yeah, remember Austin Wood. Like him. I just don't. And I'm not going to go ask. I know. If somebody wants to sponsor the show, contact me. We'll talk about it. I'm not. Now, there are sponsors or advertisers / partners, whatever you want to call them. There's people I'm going to call. They're outside of racing. I think a good one would be Wawa on the East Coast. They're building 50 locations in central Pennsylvania, and I would love to get Wawa. I'd love to get a Sheetz or a Rudders, something like that, a convenience store that's open 24 hours where you can, I want them to get something out of it and me to get something out of it. My partners have been good. FK Roddens has been great to me. Moose's LZ has been really good to me. Those two are my main ones now, and we have a long-standing relationship since 2017. I want people to be around for a while. I don't want to just do some quick fly-by hit thing. So that's kind of my spiel on it. I want them to be long-time partners.
Now, we had Sugar Bear ask you who would be your top 5 drivers on a national series to drop down. On the flip side of that, who would be your top 5 drivers who you think should make the step up to a national series? Are there any?
Well, I like Caleb Henry, but I think he needs a year or two yet. Nobody else. look, if you want to say Chase Dietz or Anthony Macri, but that's not what they want to do. You know, if you want to say Justin Sanders, it's fine, but that's not what he wants to do. So I'll take those guys out. Maybe. No, you know what? I don't think there's anybody out there who I'm like, okay, he needs to go now. I don't see that. Like, okay, Ryder LaPlante, perfect example. Master Gassers came on here a couple weeks ago or whatever, and he said about, power eye guys and this and that. They got boat raced last night at Lakeside. Like 9 of the top 10 guys were Knoxville regulars. I think Ryder LaPlante is 50. He's leading their points, and it's great. He looks good. Stay there. Get laps. Run it. Go to Knoxville. Go start bridging out to other places. Take it easy. You don't need to jump in, feet and arms first and get in over your head. And that's what I mean. It was a perfect example. Austin McCarl won. Ryan Timms was down there. And you had, Kelby Watt was down. They all finished ahead of the Power Eye guys. And I like Power Eye. I think it's the regional series program is good. Just stay there for a while. Don't get crazy.
Unfortunately, Austin Wood was hit with the Jeremy Jinx as right after you Right after you praised him, he got caned. He got caned.
Well,
so, it happens.
I'm sorry. I still I still think he's good. I still think Austin Wood at Knoxville was very, very impressive. Very, very impressive.
With another spin.
Not again. Are we going to finish this B main or?
They heard you say that we want to watch the whole thing, and they decided we're going to go as long as we possibly can.
Tell you what, that 31, it's a Bielman car, Bielman, and that guy has spent some money over the last 3 weeks. Jesus. Yeah. Jesus. All right, let's get back to the chat while they clean that up.
Let's see here.
Cale Thomas wins at Butler.
Oh, yes, I just saw that finished. Zane DeVault second, Sabo third, Henry fourth, Peterson fifth. And then it
Good deal.
Away. What's up, Jeremy? What's today's live for? Saturday night, no live events.
No, we were going to go live at 3:00. Port Royal moved up to 4:00, so we couldn't do it. So I figured I'll come on and I'll jump on it when I get home. And I got home around 9:30, so figured we'd just jump on.
I forgot all about this. After this, we still have the 4-wide salute coming up, so we still have more time to waste.
Why not? Burn those laps, baby. Burn those laps.
I'm not sure if this is accurate, but Yantis 8th spin in 2 days.
Ooh, I don't.
I know he spun a lot.
I hope not.
I'm not sure if it's 8 times. I even tweeted that he's having a really rough go of it at Thunder Bowl. And so the fact that I thought I had to tweet that after his evening last night, and that seems to continue on tonight, not the best. But only his third start, super young. The world is ahead of him. So
louder. Almost saw one at a heat race once.
Ever see a fuel stop in a B race?
I have not. If they have one in this race at Placerville, this isn't exactly a half mile. This is a thimble. Okay, we got the start. Can we make it to the end? It's Reitzel, Pursley, Kane, and Tanner. Is that Tanner? Yeah, it's Tanner Thorson. Can we make it? Okay, 2 more to go. I
think I'm going to buy my wife the Chaotic book. I'm not sure if that's a smart decision or not, but I think
You need to buy her something just because you spend a lot of time on here with me.
I do. I do. And trust me, she lets me know.
Wow. Sorry.
No.
What's her name?
Ashley.
Oh, tell Ashley I apologize.
You'll probably see her at Port Royal. I plan on showing her off during the Weikert week, not Weikert, Tusky weekend here coming up shortly. And the kids.
There's a way to do it. Take them with you.
Both of them are coming. Let's see here.
Aaron Reitzel gets the win.
It'll be interesting to see him charge from the back.
He'll be a hard charger tonight.
Yeah. Possibly up to 27 yellows so far this evening.
I'm ready for the feature.
Oh, hopefully we don't get track prep too. Let's fingers crossed. I might have to go get another energy drink. We have track prep. No, I have actually also work to do after our show tonight, so I'll be up burning the midnight oil as well.
Do we have a link for the merch? I actually just got my merch finally.
I should have. You know what? I need to make because the link is kind of unwieldy. Let me see if I can make it better. Businesses and brands. Here we go. At least you're top of the businesses and brands page. Tiny.
Ooh, Lauda, good. Over under 80s. See, Lauda comes up with these odds.
That's a good one.
That's a good one. 8th place. Right on the mark. I'm going to say he gets to 6th. 6th.
You know what?
So I'm going to take, I guess that would be the over.
The over. I'm going to take the over as well, just because of how many cautions we've seen tonight.
Yes.
Now, assuming he's not a part of said cautions that we'll probably get.
That's true.
Yeah. Let's see here. I have merch.
All right. Good.
The merch link is in the chat. It is a tiny URL link, but it will take you to the My Race Pass businesses and brands page, where you'll see 3 Sprint Car Unlimited shirts. No, the Helping Racing Families Heal is not Jeremy's shirt, just the ones that say Sprint Car Unlimited 1, Sprint Car Unlimited 2, and Sprint Car Unlimited 3. So there is the
Lauda says no way to 6th. He says no way.
He quick time, new track record. Crazy amount of cautions, and it's Aaron Reitzel. I don't know if that's a no way.
I don't think no way, because the 87 is really good there. We saw that. I think Aaron, good driver. The key's going to be dodging the landmines. It's going to be gotta just getting caught up in somebody else's mess.
Super fan for life. I'm not sure if we know who are the 2 high limit provisionals for tonight. I don't know if we.
Marks.
Oh yeah, Marks will be one.
Marks will be one, and I don't know who else has them.
They should do, and when I say they, I mean both series, should do a better job of advertising those, like how many they have. Brock Zierfoss is the other one.
Okay. Somebody asked, why didn't I take Corey Day this week? And it was an oversight on my part. I just didn't think of him. Because he races so sporadic, I don't sometimes, when we're picking, I just don't think of him. I'm already thinking usually 2 races ahead because of the way we snake it. It's my mistake. And I should have taken him at Thunderbolt because he's so good there. And I know he's so good there. Ryan didn't take him either.
No.
We just forgot about him.
Let's see here. Some shots fired at Cy Lunch. That's a new thing I've seen on social media. Cy Lunch is in the feature, so there will be at least 2 cautions involving him. That's shots fired.
Ooh.
Remember, that's the chat's opinion, not our opinion. So we're just reading what the chat says. Lauda is asking how many laps is tonight's feature.
Isn't it 40?
I believe 35, according to the high limit lineup that they just posted.
Oh, we can't get to 40, so I can get Aaron Reitzel up to 6th. Well, we'll be on, so he'll be able to make fun of me. If you know what's going to happen, Aaron's going to like break or be in the first crash.
Something
Dumb.
Let's see here. Before we go to that question, this is a good question for now. Is the first season of Race for the Million considered a success, or did it even move the needle on reviving winged pavement racing? Personally, for me, I heard that it existed, and that's as far as I went with it.
Exactly.
That it existed, and I literally haven't watched or heard of anything else after that.
Exactly. And I think, again, I said to somebody tonight, well, okay, the Grove did something last night that was really good. They gave the winners of each heat race, and it's not a big deal, but it's a nice thing. They gave each crew member and the driver a subscription to Netflix. Really good. Giving them something, the heat winners. But they announced it in Victory Lane, got no pop for it. And honestly, if it would have been me, I would have given out 100 1-month subscriptions to Netflix.
Something.
I don't think promoters, this goes back to the question. I don't think promoters really do a great job of promoting. I don't know if they watch trends. I don't know if they watch how the real world. Going week to week and hoping to get by.
You're 1,000% correct. 1,000% correct.
Yeah. So no, I think it's been irrelevant to this point.
The fact that, like you said,
Sugar Bear.
It was sponsored. Last night's event was sponsored by the Netflix show. It should be nothing for them to give out. The first 200 people, whatever, show up like that would be something families would come out for. Like, absolutely.
Just give out, even if you had to pay for it out of your pocket. It's a month.
Yeah, anything.
It's just Sugar Bear. He puts me on the spot here because it has to do with Lauda. This is his last one. Jeremy, who would you pick to be the pilot of the iconic 121 in California, owned by Lauda? Anyone. And I say that because I just want the banana back. I like the banana. If Lauda has a picture of the banana and see if he could put the link in, you know what? I might be able to find it. Justin Sanders drove that car, and it was the banana. It was, and it's perfect. It just had a yellow hood, silver wing. It just it had a hologram. It had the hologram stuff on it.
I have it.
See.
And it's from your website, by the way. So
it's fantastic.
Let me just throw it and upload it as an overlay, and it'll just go right over top of us.
We're going to show the banana. We call it the banana. Look at that. It's just, it is great. I love it. So I would take anyone in that car at this point. But if I had to pick a guy, does it have to be a California guy? Chance Grasty, because I'd want him. Joe does a great, and loud as Joe. Joe does a really great job of knowing, managing people. So, and that's what this is. Situationally, every team, it's about managing a situation. If you're in a good situation, you're going to win. If you're in a bad one, you're not going to win. So I would say Chance Grasty. I would like to see, I'd love to see Jeff Barnes in it. And that car ran well too. That's the other thing. If I was going outside, and I've mentioned this not on the show, but somebody who would fit in that car, Logan Rumsey would fit in that car.
I don't mean to put you on hold. We do have a caller that I'm not even going to screen. Let me just put him through right now. Dr. Midnight, you're on the air.
Dr. Midnight, how are you?
Okay, how come I'm always mentioned on these shows?
Because I was asked a question
my own
about
business.
you. No, you're never. You're never minding.
Why is Sugar Bear dragging me and why Sugar Bear want to drag me back into this?
I don't know.
I'd like Sugar Bear to know that in my car owning career, nobody ever sponsored me to the tune of $1. The results don't matter, Sugar Bear.
No, they don't.
The sponsors and fans did not want this car on the track.
I did.
I sound like Rodney Dangerfield. I appeal to people who can do me absolutely no good.
Yeah. And I like, and it has to be just like that. Just the yellow and the silver wing. It's perfect. Silver wheel covers.
Look at the Sprint Car Unlimited sticker. Do you notice that? The Sprint Car Unlimited sticker there?
I do recognize that. I do. And I appreciate that.
Has that ever been on a wing that big?
It's never been on a wing.
Those sponsors, those sponsors came with Justin. They sponsored the driver.
Yeah. They couldn't even get to Joe.
You know, the last race that car ran was 7 years ago. We ran third in an outlaw show, Placerville. It was the last showing. I do sponsor Grasty a little bit, and I sponsor Ancona a little bit. We'll see how Ancona does next week.
Oh, is Jeremy still with us, or did we lose him?
Grasty looked good last night.
Here we go. He's back. He's back.
No, I'm back now.
Jeremy's with us?
I think we're having weather issues. Yep, I'm here.
You're kidding me.
Grasty looked good last night. I know you live in perfect. I'm not going to tell people where you live.
Well, I live in Fremont, California. You don't have to give the address.
Well, I'm not going to give out your phone number or anything like.
People have done that.
Stupidly. Yes, they have done that.
I noticed
stupid.
I noticed the guy who has a show out of his car put up a video a couple days ago, and he was mentioning my name again.
Oh, really?
I can't seem to shake you guys. Yeah.
A Sugar Bear brought you up. You have to take this up with Sugar Bear. That led to the 121, and here we are.
Sugar Bear has stated he will sponsor the 121 if it actually comes out of the garage sometime.
Well, there is a 121
There's your
with
money.
Katie Steele.
Okay, not the same one.
Big money, big money, big money. Sugar. I've stated though, if I do put a car together, it will be the 11 squared.
Okay. Okay. We need each, you
It
know,
will not be.
we got to say, why not the 121? Why not the 121?
I just think that era is over. It's the past. You guys are living in the past. It would be different. Are we gonna do announcing during this main event? Do we want to announce? Are we gonna be the color commentary for the main event?
I don't know. People, you got to ask Eric why he's wearing a hat.
Yeah, I'm disturbed by this younger generation constantly wearing baseball hats indoors and have beards. I don't know where the beard hat thing became popular. I'm not sure.
Well, the beard was to hide the second chin that I have now have been catching myself looking at in the camera most of the evening tonight. As far as the hat goes, well, I just have a messy head of hair.
He does. His hair is all over the place.
I think it's some kind of insecurity that you're covering. People are covering up.
You know,
but it's all over sprint car. It's sprint car racing, guys. Someone, I'm getting questions here.
That's what I was gonna say. Caddy Guy has a question for Dr. Midnight. Dr. Midnight, what are your thoughts on this year's Knoxville Nationals?
I mean, we're stunned by Casey Kane. I think Kyle is just better than everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. Agreed.
There's that top-notch analysis. We just agree.
I was actually around when Kyle started. When Kyle started his sprint car career, I remember first seeing him at Tulare Trophy Cup when I think he was 15, and he was crashing quite a bit then. But I was at the first Outlaw race he won was the 2011 Gold Cup, and he started first. The first 5 positions in the main events finished in their starting order. So, he beat Jason Sides. And I thought it was like a circumstantial win because the top 5 had no passing for the whole race. So in my mind, I thought, well, he kind of was fluky in a sense. But the next night, they ran Antioch, and he started about, I don't know exactly, 15th, 16th. And he carved up the field, and he was reeling in Steve Kinzer late in the race, and a yellow came out, and he wound up second. But I said, okay, now I'm convinced. I'm convinced. So it was a combination that weekend was his kind of coming out party, I guess, to the nation. But, Chaz keeps trying to say that these other guys are just as good, and he's wrong. Kyle's better than everybody. Yeah. He's better. That's what I think about Knoxville.
Yeah. I came away with the same. Kyle's better. Also, the Casey Kane thing was biggest surprise. I was surprised on the downside. Rico Abreu did not have a good national. That surprised me.
Yeah, because I was predicting Rico to win.
Yeah, I thought he'd be contending for the win. And gravel, never a factor. I had gravel winning, and he was just never a factor. There's just
there's there's randomness in this sport that it's hard to get a grasp on. Didn't Kyle run kind of mediocre the year before?
Yeah, he was like seven. I think it was seventh or ninth,
Oh, he got a
and then he
flat.
had a flat. But he wasn't going anywhere.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't. He wasn't making progress.
I like Sugar Bear's asking me my thoughts on Kyle flying in like Elvis. I did think it did look bad. Kyle's such a big star; he overshadows everybody. I do have a feeling it does make the sprint car community look kind of bad. I don't even know what I mean by bad. It's just they do look second tier because he wins and it looks easy for him.
My thought was it was just a little overkill. They're on the tarmac. The drones following them to the track. I mean, look, his popularity's there. Obviously, he brings numbers. Obviously, he brings attention. I think that's all good. I just thought standing in turns 3 and 4, watching all this happen, I just thought it was a bit of overkill. I don't know if he overshadows the other guy. I just thought that moment, it's almost like sprint car racing doesn't know how to handle things like that. So they go overboard because they've never seen that. I mean, Tony Stewart had this same appeal, but Tony, we didn't have social media at that time. We didn't have these other things to make it that way. And I just think nowadays we're not used to seeing it. So when they do it, it tends to be, and I don't think they held up the show for him, because if they were going to do that, they would have held it up for hot laps. I don't think they held it up for him. In their defense, somebody
where is Tony Laporta been? Why is Tony Laporta not here?
He is officiating a wedding for some friends this weekend.
Oh, okay.
He can officiate when he's what do you call that, Eric?
Ordained.
Yeah, he's an ordained minister.
Here's a good observation. Watching Kyle was like watching the O.J. Simpson shake.
Yes, that's what I said. I said that, I think, on Tuesday.
Yeah, it did kind of.
Do you think
I'm not sure what it did.
Do you think they went over the top because they're not used to having that sort of viral buzz at like the moment of like we're getting the viral buzz and the event's actually still going on? We can capitalize on this type of thing.
Absolutely. That's
Dr. Midnight asked if I've ever seen a guy fall off a Holland. You know what the strangest thing I ever saw at a sprint car race? It was actually my very first night as a driver, my very first night in the pits. And at that time, 1986, most of us had open trailers, like just an open trailer. And you had you put down the ramps to roll the car off the trailer, and you went on your trailer. Well, one of the guys there, like his first race, he was warming up his car, and he came around to the back of his trailer, and he like stabbed the gas. He went up on his trailer and it catapulted him up like over his truck. It was that's about the strangest thing I've ever seen.
I've seen guys fall off them. You're walking around, it gets slippy. You get.
But don't those trailers have like guardrails around the top?
Not all of them. No.
Oh,
or they don't have them up.
Had like a guardrail.
No, or they don't have them up. Did one of Dietrich's guys fall and die? Yes. 83 years old.
And he fell off the trailer and died.
Wow. He just died this week, and yeah, I know that team he was a long time, he was around that team. He was a big supporter of that team. He was a flagman at the Grove. at one time. So it was, oh yeah, it was,
Well, one of the, I'm surprised someone hasn't fallen off the top wing yet when it's all greasy and dirty and there's confetti, and
it's a good point.
that hasn't happened yet. And I'm always confused why they let so many people in the pits. And as you know, sitting in the car that one time, how hard it is to see out of a car.
Yeah.
That it seems dangerous with all the people walking around in the pits. Just it's like it's not like roped off in the pits where people have aisles to go on. It's just like a free for all out here. And then people bring children and their
Yes.
dogs, and there's children and there's people. I mean, it just
I
seems
can't
like an
believe
accident
we don't
waiting
have
to happen.
accidents in the pits. I can't believe it.
Well, we will.
Oh, I've seen
We
it
will.
so close. I've seen it. I can't count how many times I've seen it. Oh, it looks like they have a good crowd at Placerville.
It does. It looks packed.
I have seen near misses, and I can't believe it. Is Corey Day going to wax this field?
Oh, look at. He's going to get into lap traffic, and it's going to be a free for all.
It usually is at Placerville.
This style of racing that you're seeing tonight. Now, 7 of the top 9 starters are California drivers. This is what you don't have out in Pennsylvania. This is wild.
No, you're right.
This is, even though they're smaller tracks, it almost requires you got to be up on the wheel more aggressive style. I mean, you don't have the high-end speed of a half mile, but this is a different style here. This is, I think it's harder for the half mile guys to run this than the quarter mile guys to run the half mile.
I agree with that. We only really
This
have
is
one track like this. And that's Grandview, and they only see it twice a year.
And it don't have the character something like this has. This is,
sometimes it does. Depends.
well, you watch about 10 laps of this.
Oh, I know what it's going to do. I've watched my share of, because I'm a California homer, they say.
Well, how can you not be?
Yeah, I just look at the win list.
That's always they produce nothing but the best drivers all over the country, and Pennsylvania almost produces nobody, and they keep saying Pennsylvania's better. It's always confusing to me.
We produce the best mechanics.
Yeah, why is Billy Albini in the Hall of Fame?
I can't answer that. I've wondered that myself. You and I've talked about that. For people who don't know who Billy Albini is, he was one of the men responsible for Brent Kading's success. Fred Raymer knows who he is, all the way in Pennsylvania. Billy Albini should absolutely be in the Hall of Fame. The fact that he's not is a travesty.
Well, it's your East Coast bias.
Yeah, but it's not even an East Coast bias. It's we don't know whose bias it is because we don't know who's voting. Well, I mean, I vote. I'm part of the voting, but I voted for him. I can't tell you.
I think I'm ahead of you on the feed. Are you getting the green flag on the feed? Where are you at?
I'm coming through turn 2. I'm coming through turn 2, getting ready to get the green.
I just got the green now.
You know what? Let me update mine. I'm going to update mine here. We'll update this. We'll get on par. I just took the green.
Surprised they're running the bottom early on here. We'll see what. We'll see how long the bottom lasts.
Okay, I reset mine.
It's going to be on a. Justin's the first guy to the top. He ain't going nowhere.
Well,
If Tanner Holmes wins, Jeremy owns Caller John free merch.
uh, that's funny. Yeah, he says I don't like him because I don't have as many followers. Well, I never read. I couldn't tell you how many followers he has. So
So he
I
thinks
just
you
try and
hate
be
everybody
honest.
with more followers.
I guess I don't really know that.
Okay, we're in lap traffic. We're in lap traffic now. Let's see what happens. I can't believe this is this bottom dominant.
I thought we'd have a caution
They're
already.
just coasting
By the way,
around.
this night has gone so far.
They're just coasting around the bottom. This is terrible. This isn't the normal Placerville. Well, he's in heavy lap traffic now. What is going to happen?
I just clicked
He
over.
can't get by the
there's
first couple.
29 to go. He's trying to
I
lap
got 26 to go.
Proxyrifus. I don't know why I'm
He's still trying to lap Progzer.
Well, that's no good.
There's been no passing in the top 7 the whole race. 10 laps.
That's bad.
Usually they're forced. Oh, he just jumped the cushion.
Oh.
He just jumped the cushion. Lost the lead. Oh, baby.
Here comes Tanner Holmes.
Tanner Holmes. Tanner Holmes. The race has just started.
Holmes to the
Tanner
lead.
Holmes has not gotten off the bottom. Oh,
And Days
we
back.
got a race going on.
Now we're picking up.
Why would you get off the bottom?
Because that's where all the lap cars are.
What lap are you guys on?
21.
We're lapping all these Pennsylvania drivers. Pennsylvania drivers won't get off the bottom.
Oh, Macri will. Macri went out there and fared pretty well.
Caution.
Oh, he did good. He did good out here.
That it fits his.
It did. There's your Casey Kane.
I don't think this is in his wheelhouse.
Someone says is broke show on the line. Is who are they talking about? This ain't the Chaz show.
No, this is not the Chaz show.
You only have 71 watchers. Why is this low?
We just threw
People
this
not know
together.
this was on?
No, they didn't.
Yeah,
And
I didn't
that
even
was-
know this was on.
Well, and today they moved Port Royal up 3 hours. So I just decided to do this as a last minute thing. And here we are.
Someone
So-
said, "Can Sanders make a run?" You know, this is a Jeremy thing. You can't make a run if the track conditions don't allow you to make a run.
No.
You know, this is usually Placerville gets 2 grooves. This has been disappointing that it's I mean, maybe it'll change here the last half of the race.
I mean, you can see
there's
it
been
when
no
the
passing.
drone
I mean-
shot. You could see it in the drone shot.
Yeah, I mean, they might as well just pick the numbers. You know, they're lined up in the numbers they picked for the dash.
Yeah.
So we could just pick the dash and announce the winner. Is that what sprint car racing is now?
No, I just
Sometimes?
sometimes you're just gonna get bad. You're not gonna have a good track. That's just the way it is. You need this to get to traffic though for it to get interesting.
Well, Corey Day is moving around a little bit.
Oh, if anybody's
I don't
going
think the track
to,
as good as anybody.
yeah, if anybody's gonna move around, it's gonna be him. I expect
Justin's trying
Holmes
to
and
top. I'm sure he's
Golubic.
good.
Holmes and Golubic will be around the bottom.
Are the Pennsylvania guys going to bring out all the yellows?
Yep.
Is that what we're going to do tonight?
Second caution.
Who brought out the caution? I'm not there yet.
It looks like they showed Brock.
Well, Casey Kane's not from Pennsylvania.
Sugar Bear says the front row wins
Justin's
80%
trying.
of the time. That seems kind of low. 80% of the time, the front row's winning 100% of the time.
In Pennsylvania, they
Where
didn't
did
this week.
Shoehart start? Where
Started
did
on
Shoehart
a
start tonight?
pole. But it was a good race.
Oh,
He felt
God.
third. No, it was a really good race. You got to watch it.
I watched the highlights.
Yeah, no, you'll like it. It was good. He fell back to third at one point, and Sugar Bear owes me $20.
Donnie was looking good.
Well, he said Donnie was going to win.
Okay, we
I
got
said
20.
Shoehart was going to win.
Okay. Yeah. Now, see, Eric jinxed this by
I
saying
did.
he can't believe there hasn't been a yellow.
Now we're 3 in a row.
Way to go,
You're
producer. Eric.
Was this just a bad
You're
restart?
part of the Jeremy.
Or what happened here?
You're part of the Jeremy jinx.
Yes, I am.
Yeah. It happens.
Yeah. Why that yellow? These guys in the back want to line up for 20th.
Doctor, are you
This,
surprised
I
by
haven't
how
noticed,
well are you surprised how well Landon Brooks is running?
Well, I'm trying to figure out where the W car is first.
Good luck with that.
He's 14th. Brooks said something last night. I didn't realize he switched to Triple X.
Saw that.
I am kind of surprised because I was thinking, I don't remember him beating Justin one time this year. And then the high limit shows up and he's in the top 5 2 in a row. So that you would have never predicted that. But that's how the racing is out here sometimes. You just look at Brooks. He's always had the speed, but he's kind of mistake prone. And if he eliminates these mistakes, with the speed, man, he's looking good on that cushion though. He just got around Gio.
That's what
Closing
I mean.
in on
Looks
Golovic.
really good.
Yeah, he looks confident in how he's moving the car around the track. Oh. He just passed Golovic for third. Man,
Looks like
this is
Thorson was
how can you
sent to
not-
the back for
how can I
rough
not be
driving.
surprised? Is this the same top 3 as last night? I mean, no, Holmes wasn't in the front last night.
No, Courtney.
16 laps.
Where's Reitzel at?
Oh, that's a good question. Let's see.
Where's Reichel and where's Rico's 8th?
Reitzel is
Yeah, Rico's
19th.
8th.
Another yellow.
Of course there is. Why not?
You see. Look, they say Thorson went to the back for rough driving under the yellow. Is Paul Silva going to fire Montgomery before next week?
Well, I said
We were talking about
earlier.
drivers in that car. I remember one of the drivers that was in that car, Ryan Timms, came out and drove it at a Gold Cup, I believe.
No, Gio did not have success and was in and out of that car pretty quick.
Yeah, Golovic was not very good in that. Do you think it was a bad move? Me and Ancona were talking today about, Caleb was so fast in his own car. should he have just stayed in his own car? I mean, he looked fast at Santa Maria until he kind of crashed out under yellow. And he almost won this race last year in his car. Why would he get in a different car?
I think a certain driver works with Paul Silva. I've said that. I think you got to drive it a certain way. I've heard other people say this, and that doesn't mean he's not good. I'm just saying I think certain guys work with certain people. We'll see. I mean, I don't know. Was the question becomes, was Caleb Montgomery going to go to Skagit in his own car?
Look at this, Brooks into second. Yeah, this is surprising if they're asking me. I can't believe what I'm seeing.
Yeah,
Brooks could run if there's a restart, he might get day. I don't believe Brooks has a King of the West victory in his career.
could be a huge upset here. Man, he looks good on the top. Day stays to the bottom in 1 and 2.
He's closing on him.
He's coming.
He's closing on him, Jeremy.
He's coming.
Yeah, I know.
He's going to get him. He's going to get him. This is your upset. Did you pick him in the pool with Ryan?
No, I took Justin.
See, he did a bad move here. He dove at the bottom and gave up a couple car lengths. See, don't try to pass too early. Get up on the guy's bumper. Don't make these half-ass passes and lose ground. Oh, he's coming up. Oh, Day's up on the Pennsylvania posse. This is where the trouble begins. You got the posse two abreast. They think this is the Grove. No. Oh, man.
Day's going to win this.
Yeah, Brooks is having a hard time getting around the 17 GP. Oh, big
Day
jump
hit the
for Corey.
wall. Did he damage the car? Did Day damage the car? How come he never damages that car when he clobbers the wall?
I used to wonder that about Macri at Port. They just don't.
Golovic in the third.
Nah, it's going to be Day's race.
Where's the W? 5 to go. Where's the... No, Brooks is right there.
Getting him
Brooks is right there. This is
5 to go.
Oh man.
Day hangs.
Red
Day
flag.
hangs in turns 3 and 4.
Tyler Courtney
7
flips.
BC upside down.
Oh.
This is California domination of a California track. Huh?
Yeah. Where's Reitzel at?
Yeah, what happened to our bet here? You were saying 6. 6. 6th or 16th? What were you saying?
No, I think maybe I misspoke.
We're getting some
me
reports
see
in the
what you-
chat that Corey Day's right rear is going down.
Because he clobbered the front stretch
Yes,
wall.
he did.
Reitzel was
He
running.
hit it hard.
Reitzel was up to 15th. Well, Courtney was ahead of him, so that'll move Reitzel to 14th.
While we're under this red
Yeah, the
flag,
You have a
Not a
late
very-
charge, but
Dr. Midnight, I have a question for you. Would you rather have a aggressive driver in your car that you want to back down, or would you rather have a safe driver that you want to be aggressive?
Well, Jeremy's answered this question. You have to have a guy who understands. It's the Hodnett question. You have to have a guy who understands the where you're at and you have to calculate the risk and what you're gaining and what you're trying to do. You don't want out of control, but you don't want some guy sitting back coasting around. You have to have a balance of that. You know, I work with Justin a lot, and we talk about this kind of stuff a lot. You know, if you don't have the car, you don't have the car. You don't do stupid things, but if you can, it really is a question that encompasses the maturing of a driver. Because, well, we're looking at the struggle. This Jet Yantis in the 31 car, he hasn't run 10 sprint car races, and they put him in a 410 here, and he's, you know, clowning it up. But the guy can drive, and he's shown the speed, but, you know, he's out of control. He's all over the track, and he starts in the back, and things are a mess. But it's a balance that you have to have the experience of knowing what you can do and when the smart time to do it. You're talking about race strategy and how you manage the whole race. And I talked to Justin quite a bit about stuff like this, where he had a race at Skagit a couple years ago, a Dirt Cup prelim, where he was reeling in Starks, and he passed Starks almost going into 3, and a yellow came out with 9 to go. And he was clearly, before the yellow, faster than Starks for a half dozen laps. And then on the restart, he tried to Hail Mary and pass Starks, and in doing so, he gave up second to Golubic, and he wound up running third. I said, man, if there was 2 laps to go, that was a good strategy. But with 9 laps to go, you knew you were faster than Starks. You should have just sized him up. So it is a delicate balance. And this is where we find out how smart the drivers are. You know, how intelligent are they? When do they pick? And, you know, I kind of, this question makes me think of Gio. You know, should he be winning more? Should he be more aggressive? Where's Gio in the points? Is he third? Is he second?
He's second. And he's going to pick up on Reitzel tonight.
Yeah.
And how many high limit races has he won?
One.
Was his win a high limit race, or was it an outlaw?
Well, he won a couple years. He only won this year. He won the Weicker.
Okay.
He won a couple years ago in the 18.
But see, this is where the question is tough, because he might win the title with 1 or 2 wins, and Reitzel could win 11 or 12 races and not get the title.
Correct.
Yeah. So you want to have the best of each guy, you know. You want to have Reitzel's 11 wins and Jico's consistency in the same guy. But that's, you know, we all want Willie Mays or Hank Aaron.
And I think Gio's going to win more. I just think this team's still feeling, I mean, they're in their infancy stage. I don't even think they have everything that they, in their trailer, they want yet. Meaning, I think you could see parts changes. I think you could see different components. I still think they're feeling that out. And I'm going to piggyback something Dr. Midnight said. Knowing when to pull the slider and when not to pull it. Get closer. Don't pull it from the Sudan. Okay. Don't, you know, that's another thing that, to me, when I look at a driver, when they're going to pull the slider, are they going to get close? Run it in close so you know you clear them and you know you have the drive off to stay in front of them. Don't pull it from too far back where you're out of control. Yeah, and if you don't make it, then you especially on a restart when the cars are packed together, you get a good chance. It's better to protect second than to go for the day just won. Yep. Yeah, Corey Day.
But so yeah, you have to. Let me see here. You got your California podium, don't you?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm not surprised by that. I am surprised by Brooks. I might get him on my podcast this week. Brooks
he's doing what Casey Kane did at the week of the Nationals.
Yes.
Just coming out of left field.
Yep.
Okay, the W car, look, I think the W car finished 13th. Last night was 15th. So we'll see how the
Justin-
W car. Were you saying Justin did nothing? He was 7th. Well, are
Got
you
me a
saying
win, Joe.
that the W car is the W car planning on taking Montgomery farther than Chico?
I see. That's what I don't know. I don't know how long this lasts. Justin picked up spots for me. Picked up 6 spots for me against Ryan. Got me a top 10.
Where'd Reitzel finish?
13th. And Gio picked up
13th.
points. Gio picked up points on Rico and Reitzel.
So the top 3 gets closer.
Yep, gets closer.
What do you know what the format is next week for Chico on Saturday?
I do not. All I know is they're not split in the field. They'll use points. I would assume heat races. I would assume there'll be no time trials on Saturday, and they'll have heat races. I know Brad likes that format.
But there's been no official date. They haven't told anybody?
No, not yet. It'll come out this week. It'll come out early in the week. I have no doubt it'll come out early in the week.
Day jumps by 10 car lengths on the start. You know, I felt on the first heat that I took some pictures of it. Peck jumped by at least 20 feet on Justin. I don't understand why they let some of these go. Someone put Jock Goodyear back in the W. Did Kelby Watt run tonight?
I know he left early last night. Where did Kelby Watt run tonight?
I'm checking that right now.
He might have headed down to the Power I race. Not sure where he raced tonight. I haven't had a chance to look. I got out of the car and came in and set up.
He was at Jackson and he finished 18th.
There you go.
Corey Day's not going to be at the Gold Cup. Is that correct?
Correct. Can't run it. This is it. Until World Finals. Because the NASCAR season will be over then.
I don't like you only have 76 people watching. Where's Will when you need him?
Well, again, I think it's a case of people didn't know. You got to let people know when it's going to be on. And we can only do so much. And people, they're at racetracks. And we'll see how many people watch the replay.
And our Saturday time slot shifts, where on Tuesdays we've been on our 7:30 for a year now. People know 7:30 Tuesdays, etc. So
what
you got to be consistent.
What do you have lined up for next Saturday? What's next Saturday?
I'm not sure yet. I got to check the schedule here. I might be at Lincoln. I might not. I know I won't be at Port Royal. They have a late model race.
That's Lucas Oil next week, right? Yeah.
Yes. But Doctor, I'm going to thank you for calling because I'm going to go do my work from Port Royal, and it's starting to storm here. No tornadoes, no hurricanes, but it is starting to storm, and I'm going to settle in and do my Port Royal stuff.
You're saying it's storming in Pennsylvania?
Yes, it is. It's thundering, lightning.
You know, out here it was it was like 75 degrees.
Yeah. No humidity.
Perfect.
It's perfect.
No, one last thing. Speaking of weather, I'm watching the women's golf tournament. They're up in Edmonton, Canada.
Yeah.
And I think I didn't have my camera. I should have took a picture of it. This girl in her first tournament, Kiara Romero, on the 17th hole, wore a Wayne Gretzky jersey. I thought Jeremy would like that.
Oh,
But
that's great.
be your new favorite. And she's from San Jose. She wore a Gretzky jersey. But these girls are golfing, and they many times they step away from the shot because there's so many bugs attacking them. I just find that odd that people live in a place where if you go outside, there's bugs around you. I don't know. That's it. That's my closing comment. Weather. We're talking weather. I don't know what place would have better weather. Maybe San Diego is better than Fremont, but I don't know. I think it might be a touch hotter, 4 or 5 degrees, but San Diego might be better, but Fremont, tough to beat. Okay.
Doctor, thank you
Good
for
show,
calling.
you guys,
I appreciate it.
Well, maybe this will be, if you do more live races, we'll do the commentary. Be the color guys.
There you go.
Not much happened. It was pretty
it was uneventful.
pretty uneventful, except for Landon Brooks. Landon Brooks is the show.
He stole it.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Thanks, Doctor.
See you guys later.
See ya.
Yep. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye. All right. It's good to hear from the doctor.
Yes, maybe perhaps our longest phone call ever. Clocking in at
Oh, no, that's our
45
longest
minutes.
one ever.
Clocking in at 45 minutes.
Well, lead us out of here. I appreciate everybody joining the show. Check out the replay. Again, I apologize for all the shifting around today. We shifted it around twice. Nothing we can do about it with obviously Port Royal moving up. But again, thank you to everybody who joined the show, and take us out, Eric.
Yeah, hey, like you said, apologize for all the schedule changes, but you still got a 3-hour show with 2 watch-alongs and a 45-minute Dr. Midnight call, so all is good there. We will be back again on Tuesday with me in the producer's seat and Jeremy in the hot seat for Sprint Car Unlimited Live. And yeah, we're going to go ahead and hit the end stream button so we can go do the rest of the things we have to do at 12:31 at night. So we'll see y'all on Tuesday.
Thank you.